Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
Welcome to our April 23rd live Q&A Satsang with me, Vedagurudev. I'm also joined by our member, Veronica. How you doing today, Veronica?
Namaste. I'm doing great. See, what is this? The 41st Satsang. So I haven't missed one yet. So whoa. So we'll see how these streams of consciousness go. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. I look forward to this every week. So yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, did you want to start with the Purna Sudi, and we'll just dive right in after that?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So we'll start this satsang the way we start all of our other satsangs previous, with Purna Sudi, complete yogic breath. So imagine a string on top of your head. Pull that string up. Make sure your shoulders are back, your chest is expanded, and your spine is straight. Slowly and gently close your eyes. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. With no breath retention, imagine a wave coming into the shore on the inhale and a wave going out to the shore on the exhale. Slowly and gently with no breath retention. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of your body. If a thought comes into your mind, just witness it, acknowledge it, detach, and let it go. Inhale through both nostrils, the new fresh air. Exhale through both nostrils, the old stale air. Become one with your breath. Purna Sudi, complete yogic breath, is an excellent way to start your day when you wake up, and an excellent way to end your day when you go to sleep. A few more breaths. Inhale through both nostrils like a wave coming into the shore. Exhale through both nostrils like a wave going out to the ocean. With no breath retention. Become one with your breath. If a thought, just detach, let it go. Be aware of your breath, be aware of your body. A few more breaths. Inhale through both nostrils, the new fresh air. Exhale through both nostrils, the old stale air. With no breath retention. Become one with your breath. When When you're ready to finish Purnasudhi, complete yogic breaths, slowly and gently open your eyes, come back to your surroundings, and contemplate how you feel. This completes our practice of Purnasudhi, complete yogic breath. Purnasudhi is an excellent way to start your day and end your day.
Yeah. I need to remember to do this to end my day.
Yeah, it's a good way to calm your mind and still your mind before you go to bed. Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on throughout the day that kind of attaches itself to your body. So when you do Purnasudhi, you kind of let it go. It's almost like Sudhi means cleansing or purification. So I like the visualization like a wave coming into the shore, collecting all your stress from the day, and a wave going out to the ocean, taking your stress away, like purifying your body and purifying your breath so you don't carry that with you into the sleeping state. So I like to purify my whole body and mind before I go into sleep. I don't want any of these distractions or mental clutter or monkey mind coming with me into my sleeping state when I go into my happy place. So I want it all cleaned out, right? It's like almost like taking a shower, cleaning all the pollution and dust and mental pollution off your body.
Yeah.
before you go to sleep. So yeah. And when you wake up, it energizes you too to get through the day. I like it too when I get up. It's a good way to kind of start my day. Also, it gives me the energy to carry me through the day. So it's a good way to purify your mind and your body before you get started with your day, and a good way to purify your mind and body before you go to sleep. So you start off afresh, 100% battery charged, and before that distraction, it's a mental clutter, a monkey mind can attach itself to you. It's waiting for you to wake up. You clear it out. So it doesn't overload you or stress you out before you even start your day, you know? Clear your mind and clear your body. Namaste, Paul. How you doing today?
Namaste. Doing well, thank you.
Outstanding.
Let me just get a light here.
Okay. Yeah, I like doing the Purnasudhi when we first start because it does relax me, get me ready for our conversations. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no matter what you're holding on to when you wake up, you can let it go. It's a good way to visualize the cleansing or the purification, wave coming into the shore, collecting all your junk, and wave going out to the ocean, taking all your junk out to the ocean, sweeping it away.
Absolutely. Yeah, usually in the morning, it's usually pretty good for me. It's when on the time when I get home and everything, that's when I am struggling. Yeah, and I kind of had a little breakdown today when I got home. Like I couldn't see good driving home, and I just started thinking about all that and like how I'm not getting the good drug I need. And then my daughter was here with her friend, and I was also thinking about the vaccine and how she'd been vaccinated, and I'm like worried about that. So I kind of lost it a little bit in front of her, and that's not good. But she doesn't believe anything about that, and it's just, what can you do?
Yeah. Well, their psyops and their hypnotism is very strong. And like my guru said, your whole life you've been conditioned to regurgitate and believe the narrative. So to kind of dial that back takes a lot of work, right? Like he would say, go back to zero and wipe the slate clean. So it's difficult, believe me. People love to regurgitate that narrative, and you've been trained since you were born, especially in America, to believe that the U.S. government protects and serves you. So it's almost very hard to dial that back and kind of erase that and see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, as I like to say, you know? So many people have a very hard time believing that the narrative is not true, let's say. So I understand. So it's hard for me too. Like, and they always like to say, well, you're not a doctor, or why would they lie to us? So, but when you could see behind the curtain and see the Wizard of Oz for who he is, it's really an eye opener.
Yeah, it really is. Even myself, like just trying to wrap my head around all this is just a lot. But I was just thinking to myself, this is everything's God, and all the duality and stuff, and it's just like, as you say, we don't need to really. I dwell too much on the stuff, and I just need to know that God's in charge, and like everything is as it should be, and it's all going according to God's plan, even though I might not understand it, or I get impatient. I'm like, when are they going to disclose this? Let's do this thing, let's like get the Great Reset done, and the awakening of humanity, and it's going to be in God's time and not my time.
Yeah.
Dang. It's a hard pill to swallow.
Vedagurudev,
True.
I have
Go
a
ahead.
comment from YouTube from Scopilio. I wake up throughout the night with the anxiety level like the room is on fire. I do 4, 6, 8 breath work and mindfulness meditation. Would Kriya Yoga help?
Yes, Kriya Yoga would definitely help. Like we were saying in the beginning when we started, we do a practice called Purna Shuddhi. Shuddhi means cleansing and purification. So we're basically, before we go into sleep, we're transitioning lightly and gently, and we're clearing out all those unnecessary distractions that try to travel with us into the dreaming state. So me personally, I do this technique, Purna Shuddhi, that purifies and cleanses your mind before you go to sleep, because you want to have a still, peaceful, blissful mind before you transition into sleep. So I wouldn't this would help not carrying any anxiety into your mind. And it's a simple breath work. I mean, I'll show it to you again. You basically inhale through both nostrils, exhale through both nostrils with no breath retention. So you have the visualization like a wave coming into the shore, collecting all your anxiety, and a wave going out to the ocean, taking all your anxiety out, right? So inhale, collect all your anxiety. Exhale, take all your anxiety out to the ocean. No longer serves you. So I would recommend this simple breath work before you go to sleep because it's easier. When you start doing like different breath work, especially with breath retention, it kind of holds that breath, right? So you don't want to hold any of this. You want to let it all go. You want to detach, let it go. That's the first thing you learn in Kriya Yoga is called Shuddhi, which is detach, let go, right? And you begin to see when you step back from the TV that these thoughts you have that you're holding on to no longer serve you. So you begin to make a practice of detaching, letting go. Like not holding on to anything. So the same thing with the breath. You have anxiety, inhale, collect it, exhale, let it go out to the ocean. And this is a good way to clear your anxiety. So Kriya Yoga would definitely help. If you join our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, I would definitely coach you and help you walk through and help you overcome what no longer serves you in the present moment. So if you're holding on to anxiety, we'll overcome it together. If you want to get on a call with me, we'll try to solve your anxiety problems or whatever problems you have. And let's get better in 2025. I know it's hard. Like Paul was saying, there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of attachments out there that it's a war zone. It's a minefield, and it's very hard to traverse it without some techniques. So if you join our Kriya Yoga School, I will personally make sure I'll give you the support 24 hours a day that you need to overcome whatever you're going through. And I like your name, Om.
Yeah.
That's a cool name. There's no better name than Om, O-M, or A-U-M, however you want to say it, right? So if your first name is a primordial sound of the universe, which is Om, which all mantras start with, then let's get to work. If anxiety, if something a problem you need to solve or something you need to overcome, let's get to work. And I'll make sure you overcome it. So, yeah, Paul, back to your question. Yeah, I understand completely. You know, it's hard, especially when your loved ones are attached to that narrative. And I understand it's almost like candy you can't resist, that sugar is calling you, right? And since birth in the American school system, you've been conditioned to believe the narrative, regurgitate the narrative. You know, when you start your day at school, you pledge allegiance to the flag, and your whole mindset is geared to they protect and serve us, right? The land of the free. But when you how could I say, when you go through the C word, you see that they're not protecting and serving you. They're protecting and serving their interests. And their plan is kind of nefarious, right? So when you could step back from the TV and see the Wizard of Oz for who he really is, then you'll have a better mindset. And you begin to realize you really can't control when they're going to start the Great Reset or when they're going to close. If aliens are real, they're on their own time, you know? So you know, it's almost like Christmas. Like, okay, tomorrow's going to be Christmas. JFK is coming and aliens are coming. Then they pull the rug out from you. Like, I don't know if you used to watch this cartoon, the Charlie Brown, Lucy and the Peanuts. Lucy always has that football. And when Charlie Brown goes to kick the football, she pulls it at the last second and he falls on his ass. So that's the U.S. government in a nutshell, right? Tomorrow be JFK, football, whoop, you know, pull the rug.
Just kidding.
Just kidding, you know. I know you've been waiting 60 years to find out what really happened to JFK, but oh, sorry, I got to go to the store. Not today. So, you know, so just detach from the comedy show, get your popcorn and just watch it. Like, yeah, they told me it was going to be today, but it's not today. So, I guess the liars are up to their old tricks, you know, liars telling lies, you know. So, yeah, what can you do? But keep on keeping on, do your inner work and uplift yourself as much as you can, and you should be okay.
Yeah, so I was this is like a whole new like phase of my life. I just got remarried and I'm like transitioning like this job I've had, and like it's been like as what happened to you with your DJ, like now like I've been this, computer repair shop owner for the longest time, and now like I feel that's gone. It's like I'm being like propelled to get away from that and like do something else. I don't know if I'm just going to retire or what. I might go back to school. I really just don't know. But weirdly, I decided I needed to downsize my shop, because I got a lot of space. A lot of it's just filled up with like old stuff that I've had for like 10, 15 years that's doesn't sell. So I realized I don't want it to all hit me at the end where I have to sell everything at once and I'm like got tons of stuff. So I decided I wanted to downsize. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got like 7 showcases, and decided to sell some. So I put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I was thinking to myself, I really want to sell this whole business in one sweep, just like that would be even better if I could do that. So a guy came, he wanted to get my showcases, and like I happened to mention that to him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm from Canada. I just got down here on a visa, and I have to spend money, and I'm in the computer repair, and that's what I'm planning on doing." But he had already like rented this warehouse, and he was like, "Oh, if you had just told me this like a week before, maybe we could do something." But then like, so he left, and he was just gonna get the showcase. Then he came back, and he's like, "I'm gonna talk to them and see if I can get out of the lease and whatnot." So don't really know what's gonna happen, but he might buy that thing from me, and then even better, he's like, and like it'd be great if you could like stay on, and like help us transition or whatever, and I could just pay you, and like, yeah, that would be even better, like I go to my same old place, but all the weights were lifted off of me. You know what I mean? I don't really like, because it's all the responsibility of just like, it's me. I'm responsible for these people's computers. I don't want to like be the one to have to save their data. And if I screw it up, it's just a lot of responsibility. And but yeah, so this guy just came along out of the blue, and so maybe that will happen. I really don't know, but he seemed very serious. So
Cool. Yeah, when you just surrender to the process, these kind of things magically kind of fall into place. I can't even explain it. Like when you put something out into the universe, sometimes it responds and it just takes care of everything, and it kind of fills in the steps for you. Like I know that's happened in my case many times, and I can't even explain it at all. Like how did that all come together so quickly? I just put that in the universe yesterday, and it's already come to fruition today. So yeah, but that's good. Like if you put that in the universe, maybe God had his ears open, and he it's like, let me take care of Paul. He's been through a lot, and let me release his burden off of him, and let him transition into the next stage of his life. I know when the C word thing happened that it was a big transition for me. Like you have all these questions like how am I going to pay the bills? The funny thing about the C word is they will still want to get paid the same when you don't have a job,
Yeah.
so you have to figure that out. These nice, compassionate people aren't too forgiving. Like I go to pay the electric company, like if you don't pay, we're gonna turn off your lights, right? Like well, listen, I can't pay, I don't have a job,
Yeah.
don't care. So
Want
you
my
see,
money.
yeah, they want their money no matter what, right? They have no compassion for you in the time of need. So they don't give you anything, like no discount, zero. So yeah, so it's kind of a scary time when you've been attached to some identity so long, and then you transition to another, or you turn the page in your book and start a new page in your book. So in my case, my whole life, I was been a DJ. So like, it was kind of scary for me, but I had to be pushed off the edge of the mountain, you know, before I could. So COVID gave me that push so I could start my new life and my new path. So I looked at it more as a blessing, like, yeah, I don't really need that DJ stuff anymore. This is the opportunity I've been looking for to go as deep as possible into my sadhana. So that's basically what I did. And it's served me pretty good. But yeah, I understand it's a difficult transition in the beginning. It's kind of shocking. But once you get comfortable in it and you relax in it, then it's a lot easier transition.
Yeah, I agree. And then just the other day, like I've been, keeping a journal, and like I realized, shit, I'm out of pages. I've already filled up 2 books. I'm like,
Mm.
how fast time's been going by. It's just like, it's blowing my mind because it seems like I just started this. So the journal, I went and got another one at Half Price Books the other day, and it kind of coincided with the day that guy came to my shop. It's like, oh yeah, and then here's your new journal, new phase in your life. I'm like, yeah.
Mm.
I just
Cool.
see all these like little synchronicities and stuff that just like say, yeah, that's correct. But I'm still struggling with my bad habits, and yeah, I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah, so about your bad habits, you just got to get the right mindset that it doesn't serve you anymore, or like it doesn't resonate with you anymore. Like you kind of feel like a click where it doesn't have the same feeling that it used to have. Like say like you like M&Ms every day, right? And just one day you just won't like M&Ms one day. So you just got to have that mindset that this doesn't really serve you anymore at this time of your life, at this age of your life, and there's no benefits in doing it. So this is a difficult thing to let go of. Like when I used to DJ, I used to trick my mind into thinking I needed to drink a liter of Pepsi every night, right? I needed the caffeine to keep me awake so I could DJ. And it was basically my mind tricking me into thinking I needed it. When I realized it didn't really serve me, like it makes me gain weight. I wake up like a ton of bricks the next day, like, like I was hit by a truck. So I just started drinking water from that day on. And I just mentally told my body that I can't do it no more. I can't treat my body like an amusement park. It can't serve me no more. So I just started drinking water from that day on. And working at a nightclub, people like to send you a bottle. They like to send you drinks. I would just give it to the light man. So he would get wasted every night, and I would just be drinking water all night. So yeah, this takes a little bit of work, and what you have to realize is you're king of the castle, right? So no external thing or sugar water can control you. You are in control, and you say what you take into your body. So this takes a little bit of work, but it's possible. You just gotta have that mindset when you go to the store to keep walking past whatever vice you have inside the convenience store. You know, like not today. Let me see. And you told me before you fasted for 3 days. I mean, if you could fast for 3 days,
Yeah,
what can't you do? You know, so
good
if you
point.
could go without food for 3 days, you could definitely go out with I don't know. What is your vice at the current moment that you're trying to overcome?
Oh, alcohol and nicotine, basically. There's two. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just leave it at
yeah.
that.
Alcohol and nicotine, and yeah, so just uh, have the right mindset. Like I didn't eat food for 3 days, so this is a walk in the park, walking past the cigarette aisle or walking past the liquor, freezer. Just keep moving, like not today. Like if I did without food for 3 days, then I could definitely do without nicotine or alcohol. But yeah, it's strong. You get into that conditioning that you need it, and your mind is very strong. It tricks you like, yeah, we need to get some beer today, or we need to have a cigarette, to take the edge off or calm my stress. And when you realize that doesn't really take the edge off, it's just a trick to get your money, then you don't need it. But yeah, they definitely put these chemicals and things in there to make sure you can't pass that out. The craving is calling you. I know in my case, it was like that little voice, like, hey, I'm over here. Your Pepsi's ready today. Nice, nice and cold. Today is a good day for a smoke, or whatever, wouldn't you like a 40 ounce,
Yeah.
like the good old days? And you just got to come to the realization, like at this point in your life, and however old you are, it doesn't serve you. Like it's not gonna, I hate to say it like this, it's not gonna end well, right? Like it's gonna catch up with you. So you gotta stop treating your body like an amusement park, like when you were 20 years old, and just let it go. Your body's better off without it. I know my vice was definitely sugar. I loved that sugar. It got me right. And they present these tasty cakes and Skittles or M&Ms so beautifully in the store. It's like glistening when you walk past it. Like, oh, there it is. Oh man, it's calling you. Hey friend, how you doing? I'm over here. What, don't you want to taste the rainbow today? So same thing, like, oh, the whole good old 40 ounce, nice and cold in the freezer. Come on and get me, something like that. So you just gotta be strong and have a good mindset, and like it doesn't serve me anymore. Like I can't do it anymore, right? Like it's hard enough with the health problems I have right now, and I just can't do it no more. So, but if you have the mindset to fast for 5 days, then what can't you do? That's what you got to tell your mind. Like I went without food for 3 days, so I can overcome anything, right? If I can't eat for 3 days, this is a walk in the park. So, but it takes some inner discipline, that's for sure.
Right.
And
Yeah, I was just gonna
what
say, yeah,
happens when? Yeah, go ahead.
the ego does like talk me into it. It's very good at it, like little excuses or whatever. But and then also if I take the alcohol, then that, and I'll convince myself, okay, one or the other. Like let's start with one. So I'll say, okay, I'm gonna stop the nicotine. Then I'll get the alcohol, and then like that lowers my defenses instantly. I'm like, what's the new? Okay, the nicotine, that's no problem. It's just like, boop. So, yeah, it's very insidious. Um, yeah, so I see what you're saying. But
Yeah.
yeah, so the other struggle I have is just like boredom, just like Liz Cross said, she's like, you're bored. Like it almost like I saw like the thought pop into her brain, and then she's like, and I was like, you're bored, and like restless also. She said those two things, and it was like hit the nail right on the head on both of those things. And like it's very hard for me to sit with the Raksha beads and do like a full 108. I'm like, 108. And I'm just sitting here chanting. Like, I don't know if I can do that. But, and then, towards the end of, I feel like I need to do this morning and night. I think that would be like a good solution. But like, I forced myself to do morning, and usually like, I first have to force myself, but then once I get into the position, I start to feel the peace and everything until I like it. It's just like going to the gym. I feel good afterwards. But at night I just can't force myself to do it. And then usually I've already succumbed to one of my other vices, which makes it even, there's no way I'm going to do it if I've been drinking, So yeah, so that is my kind of dilemma.
Yeah. Well, I understand. Like when I used to DJ, it was constant action, and I craved that action, right? To go from 100% to 0 overnight. How could I say, like you said, the boredom, the restlessness set in because you crave that action. You're so used to, you're conditioned to that action. So it takes some decompression and it takes some practice, but it could be overcome, And I had good practice because there's nothing to do in the Himalayan mountains except practice your sadhana. So you're kind of forced into your sadhana. So if you want to drink some alcohol, there is no alcohol available. Yeah. There's no meat available. There's nothing available. So you're kind of forced into that kind of mindset. So when the C word thing happened, it kind of helped me easier transition. It was a more easier thing. Like I realized at that time, even if I wanted those things, I couldn't have them. And they didn't really serve me in the present moment. So I had a lot better mental clarity and more mental stamina to get through the day. But yeah, like my guru said, we become masters of distraction. So we're so comfortable in those distractions that happen every day, and we get so set in our ways that it's hard to kind of dial it back and go to 0, right? So when you live a chaotic life and then going to meditating all day is a transition that takes some time, definitely, for sure. In my case, 100%, So I in the beginning, I did become restless, and like same thing, like 108 mala beads, Raksha beads, that's way too much, right? Like, I don't want to go through a whole 108, but then you just kind of go through the motions, like, all right, well, I ain't got nothing else to do today. Let me give it a try, and then you just do it,
Yeah. I had an easier time in the Philippines because I literally had nothing to do, and I was just like, I didn't have work. It was just the daily routine, like go to the market, cook, eat, and I was just like, yeah, I got time. There was no rush on me whatsoever because, here, there's somewhat of a rush, especially if I wake up late and I got to get to yoga, get to work and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, so it was helpful not to have anything to do basically. So maybe that'll happen to me also when I give up this computer shop, and I just gotta learn how to slow down. Patience, it's like now I understand why they say patience is a virtue and stuff. It's like I'll find myself, also like the tempo at which I'm like chanting or whatever. Like sometimes I'll like catch myself, I'm doing it too fast, and I'll like, okay, you're gonna like breathe in and out fully in coordination with your chanting, you know what I mean? To make it a certain length. So I do that sometimes, but then like my brain will like lose track of that, and I'll be like back to the old way. It's just like your brain wanders so easily. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
those are
that
some of the,
that monkey mind is strong. He's jumping from tree to tree, looking at all kinds of crazy bananas out there in the external world. So yeah, I agree. I mean, with the mantra japa, I would just let it flow how it flows. I wouldn't try to put too many limits on it. Like I used to
okay.
do that too. I used to say, I'm gonna chant Om and hold it for like 20 seconds. But then I kind of realized that it was better to just let it happen the way it happens. So it's more about like centering yourself and getting a calm mind than how long it is. I mean, that kind of doesn't even really matter after a certain point. Like it's almost beyond space and time. So it's not like exercise like all right, I'm gonna lift this weight 5 times and then it's gonna take this amount of time. So you just kind of go with the flow and let it take you where it wants to take you. And that's probably the best
Right.
way I could say to do mantra japa. Like don't put like no guardrails or limits on it. Just let it happen naturally. And that's when you get into a profound dynamic state in mantra japa.
So
Yeah.
on YouTube, oh, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Mr. Blonde 703, Donnie from SKOOL, he has a question. Have you ever seen anyone go crazy or die from their Kundalini wrong? And then also, he says, also, hello, everyone. I'm at work. I'll catch up with everyone on Friday, Saturday. So, yeah.
Great. So thank you, Mr. Blonde, Donnie, for joining us from your work. Have I ever seen anybody go crazy or die from the Kundalini experience? No. So the way we do the process of unblocking your chakras and raising your Kundalini, we do it slowly and gently. So I've never seen anybody have any kind of adverse effects from opening their Kundalini. So in our yogic tradition, we, like I said, we open it slowly and gently. We open it from the root to the crown. So people that would have these adverse effects, I would say, in my opinion, they try to skip the line, let's say, right? They just try to go to the crown chakra, the eyebrow chakra, and not open the other chakras. So it kind of it blocks the rising, let's say it like that. And that's when, in my opinion, people have adverse effects. They don't go through the whole process. They just go straight to the eyebrow chakra. So, but in our practice, we basically open it slowly and gently from the root all the way up to the crown. So I've never seen anybody, definitely in our lineage or our practice or parampara, have any adverse effects from awakening their kundalini, and the practices we have in our school are good, because if you, let's say by some magical experience, you open your third eye opened indirectly, right? These are good practices to kind of dial it down and kind of re-soothe it and re gently open it up. Like that's happened to me before. Like sometimes I feel my eyebrow chakra and I'll be like, wait a minute, let's start from the beginning. Let's start slow. Root chakra, sacral chakra, navel chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, eyebrow chakra. So it's a good visualization to kind of visualize it. Like the elevator can't go from the bottom floor to the top floor without going through the other floors. So you kind of go through the other floors before you get to the top floor. So you just don't want to jump to the top floor. You want to slowly and gently rise your kundalini. And the way I said it before, your kundalini is like a subtle golden snake, right? And they say your kundalini is dormant in your root chakra. So it's sleeping in your root chakra. So when you start using these bija mantras to open your kundalini, it slowly and gently uncoils your golden snake, right? So it's important to unblock your chakras, right? So the kundalini can pierce each chakra and slowly and gently kind of rise up your sushumna nadi, or your spine, to your eyebrow chakra. So you're kind of snake charming your kundalini, and like not trying to you scare the snake, because when you scare the snake, it bites you. So you're kind of snake charming it, and you're kind of dancing with it, like, you know, and you're kind of dancing with it. Like sometimes I imagine myself dancing with my kundalini, like, all right, I love you, nothing to be scared of, we're all friends here, like, no need to bite me, I'm your friend. Let's slowly and gently rise you up. This is Simnanadi, the spine, you know. So that would be my best advice. And you know, in our school, because Donnie's a member of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, we have a lot of these techniques where slowly and gently open your awaken your kundalini, open your chakras. So this would probably be my best advice when trying to open your kundalini. But don't try to scare it, or don't be scared yourself, because that kundalini smells the fear. So just kind of love your kundalini, slowly and gently rise it up, you know, through the bija mantras, the sound syllables in each chakra. And once the flower opens up in each chakra, you visualize that snake going up, piercing each chakra, and that's how it goes up smoothly. But yeah, I would say there's a lot of misinformation on the internet about this, but if you need coaching on the chakras, I'm available 24 hours a day for you, Donnie. So yeah, whatever questions you have, but this would probably be my best advice. So I've never seen anybody die or have any kind of adverse effects from rising their kundalini. But in our lineage, our parampara, the kundalini is open slowly and gently. It's a process. So don't believe what you hear on the internet. Just ask me directly. So yeah, but I've never seen it or anybody have any problems with their kundalini. So but I've heard stories, but I can't verify. I didn't verify it with my own eyes. All the yogis I know in the Himalayan mountains, they had opening their kundalini and awakening their kundalini was a blissful daily experience for them.
I had a thought, like, to be a good meditator or to open up your chakras, I think you have to be in the right state of mind. And I was thinking that maybe people who are really loving and kind, maybe they're like really natural meditators. I don't think that you could meditate if you have hate in your heart. I think it would be impossible. So maybe you have to be in the right state of mind too to open your chakras. But I was thinking, like, I don't know, maybe the most kind and loving, kind and loving people, or you have like really pure thoughts that would help you open up your chakras better and probably meditate better. So I don't know what you think of that. Like, it'd be hard to like meditate if you have hate in your heart.
Yeah, I would say so. Like, even opening your chakras, like the lower three chakras, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the navel chakra, those are where you hold like lower vibrations. They call it like the physical chakras, right? So like ego, anger, pride, jealousy, these type of things, they say, are held in the lower chakras. So even opening your chakras is like a experience of kind of letting that go. Like I like the visualization when I open let's say my flower of each chakra blossoms. I like to see that black smoke of how could I say, of things I'm holding on to in the lower chakras kind of exhaust out of the flower. So like, yeah, I would definitely say like going through the process of opening your chakras definitely helps you be a more loving and compassionate person. That you see that these emotions you're holding on to really don't serve you, so you kind of let them go. And like my guru said, don't hold on to the trash, take the trash to the curb and throw it away, right? So these lower emotions like anger, pride, jealousy, guilt, you kind of let them go because you see they don't really serve you in the present moment.
Mr. Blonde 703 says, thank you. Yes, I've only heard stories, and some people have asked through the years. I'm not scared of it. I'm ready to open these now. However, whatever happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the same type of stories, but I've never verified it in person with my own eyes. But yeah, I would just say like there's a lot of people talking about the chakras that shouldn't be talking about the chakras. So if you meet a guy named Bob Smith and he's going to tell you the ancient secrets of the Himalayan yogis and opening their chakras, you probably should get away from that guy because he don't know what he's talking about. A lot of people like to Frankenstein what they saw on the internet and make something, right? Like, let me tell you about the chakra systems. And I see a lot of stuff on the internet. I'm like, nah, I've never heard any of that, So that you could see by their bija mantras are off, and they say it in a way they wouldn't say it in the Himalayan mountains. So the way it looks on paper isn't the way it's really said. So if you hear somebody say like, I don't know, like, the lower chakra is lamb, you'd be like, nah, this guy don't know what he's talking about, right? Because that's not the way I heard it from actual Himalayan yogis. So there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of people talking about the chakras that shouldn't be, and they're trying to put together Frankenstein techniques that maybe not be in your best interest. So I would just say when you start with the chakras, just start slowly and gently. Like I said, like snake charm that beautiful Kundalini snake up slowly and gently. Don't try to scare it or anything. Just slowly and gently open it up. And we have excellent techniques in our Kriya Yoga school. So if you have any questions about the chakra system, your Kundalini, we can answer all those questions, and I'll definitely coach you through it slowly and gently, so you have no problems. And I can honestly say all of our students in our Kriya Yoga school, they've never had any adverse effects opening their chakras. Have you heard it from any of our members? I've never heard it.
No.
Right? Yeah, so just if you have any questions and you want me to coach you through it, you could book a call with me. kriyayogamasterclass.com. Click on the book a call link, pick your time on the calendar, and we'll walk this path and we'll solve all your problems and we'll open your Kundalini and your chakras the right way.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I don't know if my Kundalini is awake or not. It might have crept up on me. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what I told Veronica before. She was like, how do you know if your Kundalini is awake? I would like to think it's awake all the time in the background. Like the inner work I've done, it just always stays awake.
Mr. Blonde has another chakra question. How many months or years did it take you from day one to unlock yours? How often were you practicing?
I mean, I would say from day one, I was kind of shocked into a Kundalini awakening. So the first day I got on the path of Kriya Yoga, indirectly my Kundalini awakened. And that's kind of, I don't know, I was crying like a baby. I was sweating, but I didn't even know what a Kundalini was or a chakra was at that time. So once I started to realize what had happened, I started going through the process. I mean, I would say in our school, if you start practicing the bija mantras and unblocking the chakras, you could start feeling benefits almost immediately. Like Veronica, in your case, I know you like the unblocking the 7 chakras. How long did you think it took you to feel some benefits from unblocking your chakras?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I felt good immediately, but I think like maybe like a week, I just felt more calm. I don't know. It's like a gradual thing. It's hard to like say, I don't feel like, like magical powers just appeared, but I did feel like lighter. I don't know. My energy felt lighter. So, I don't know, maybe like a week. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to put like a time to it. It just, once you go through it slowly and gently, you should start feeling benefits immediately. And in my case, once I started feeling it, then I was like, oh, this feels good. I'm going to do this all the time. So I just started practicing every day and started it like integrating it into my daily life. Like you said in the last sad song, when you're driving your forklift around, just go through the bija mantras. Like make it like a cool kind of game. Like, okay, I have some time here at work where no one's around. Let me go through it. And in the class, I do 16 kriyas of each bija mantra, but just do however many you need. Some people, their root chakra is extra blocked. Just keep going till you feel it refreshed, right? Like you feel your flower blossoming. So I would just do it as much as you need it, and try to do it. Some days you might need it a little more than other days, right? Like my root chakra feels really blocked today. Let me go a little extra, instead of 16, let me do 32, or however many you need. But I think you should start feeling the effects of unblocking your chakras pretty immediately. I know when I started doing it, I started feeling it immediately. And once you feel like that breath of fresh air from unblocking your chakras, then you really lean into it and you start doing it as much as you can. So that was definitely my case for sure.
He also adds, I should mention, I tried to ask frequently asked questions for the greater good. So you'll hear me ask things from all over the place.
Okay, yeah, no problem. We're an open book here at the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. Ask whatever you feel like. So it shouldn't be Kriya Yoga directly related. You could ask me whatever you want, Donnie, anytime. We're always available.
So like today, I felt my third eye tingling really hard. So I just did Tratak, because where I sit on the couch, there's like a candle, and I just lit it. But you were saying earlier that maybe like if your third eye is tingling, you should like start from the root and go through it, the whole chakra system. I don't know what you suggest, or if that's like a sign.
Yeah, I would kind of dial it back a little bit, or I would just do the bija mantra for the eyebrow chakra to kind of lean into it. Like you kind of have to gauge what really works for you, right? Like if you feel the power too intense on your eyebrow chakra, I would start from the bottom and kind of work my way up. Or if you feel it opening or tingling and it feels like a good sensation, I would just do the bija mantra and really kind of enhance it and cultivate it, right? So it just depends. Like if any of these techniques that make you feel uncomfortable, just I would just stop, right? Or if you feel your third eye, it feels like too powerful, I would just start from the bottom and do the bija mantras for all your chakras up to the eyebrow chakra. And then once you're on your eyebrow chakra and you really want to open it, I would just lean into the eyebrow chakra bija mantra, right? Or if you, let's say if it's giving you a headache or making you feel uncomfortable, I would just stop, or I would kind of lean into it and try to soothe it. Like I was saying, like sometimes the snake gets kind of crazy, right? And you got to kind of snake charm it. Like, wait a minute, hold on, Kundalini. Like, let's go through the process. You know how this works, don't need to be scared. I'm your friend. I'm trying to help you here. So I know you feel a little restless today, but let's calm down. Let's go through the process, and let's dance. Let's dance slowly and gently. Like sometimes the Kundalini wants to dance crazy, like punk rock and slam dancing. So you got to kind of soothe it down. Wait a minute, we like to slow dance over here, Kundalini, right? I know you're a little restless and getting crazy today, but let's slow dance, right? So you imagine the Kundalini and you slow dance with it. I love you, Kundalini.
Yeah.
You're the greatest, I want to dance fast. Wait a minute. We're slow, relaxing, So
Yeah, take control.
you kind of, the Kundalini doesn't control you, you control it, right? So when you become the snake charmer, charming the snake, it becomes a more blissful experience. So, but when the Kundalini controls you and you're along for the ride, then it might be a little more chaotic.
Yeah, that's good advice. Yeah.
I was going to say, did you ever encounter any snake charmers in India for real ones?
Yeah, absolutely. When you go to the market, they're all there, snake charming. So
cool. I've never seen that.
So they're all there for sure.
With like a cobra in the basket.
Yep. So, just how you saw it on TV, and they hit the head of the cobra and he opens his hood and the whole thing. So that's a good visualization of your Kundalini. I mean, I wouldn't hit your Kundalini on the head. You only want your Kundalini to open its hood when it gets to the crown chakra. Don't let it open the hood before it gets to the crown. So yeah, but I've definitely seen that for sure. And that's good symbolism in India. Like if I can control this venomous snake, this scary cobra, then what can I control? So if you apply that same mindset to your inner Kundalini, your inner golden snake, then you can snake charm it. But I wouldn't shout out it, or I wouldn't get scared, because the Kundalini smells fear. So stay in a fearful state, and it should make it a blissful, happy experience, and it should rise easily and slowly and gently.
Oh, yes, he's got a phone call. I'm gonna mute.
It's all good.
Is like love feels so good. So is true love like a meditation too?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely say like it's like a blissful experience, a blissful ride that a blissful breath of fresh air. It's like seeing a smile on a baby, seeing the sunset, over the Pacific Ocean, this type of thing. So
yeah,
when you experience true love, it's like a thing you never want to end. Let's say it like that. Like yeah, and real true love is divine love. So when you have like divine love inside you as you, then it's really a blissful state, right? You
Yeah.
become more your devotion, your bhakti, your love for God, and you integrate it into your daily life. It becomes a truly blissful experience. So I would definitely say it's a meditation. It's a state that you want to carry with you throughout the day. Like when you have true love in your heart and compassion, then nothing really could shake you or bother you. You're kind of how can I say, it's when you're driving your car, you're getting all the green lights. Let's say it like
Yeah.
that. The sea
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
all
parts for
smooth.
you, right? You know? So like none of these distractions that you've been conditioned to attach yourself to have no meaning for you. You're just, how could I say, like people would say like you're walking like you're in outer space, but you're really in the better space and they're in outer space. So, you know, if you see me walking through Walmart, like I don't have a care in the world, don't bother me. You know?
Walking
So
on sunshine.
I used to look at, like, let's say like homeless people, like with, how can I say, not with like shame, but then I kind of realized maybe they're in a good space. Like
Yeah, they're free.
you think they're crazy, but maybe they're in a better headspace than you're in. You know, they're just walking through life without a care in the world. They don't have to pay the mortgage because they don't have a house. You know, they don't have to pay taxes because they have no money to pay taxes, or they have no W-2 or whatever you call it. So yeah, so maybe they're in a more free space. And you see this in the Himalayan mountains. These yogis are called sannyasis, which means like renunciate. They basically renounce the whole world. So to people that are in the Maya delusional world, they would look like them, like bad people or homeless people or with shame. But I look at them as like the highest form of spiritual transition. Like especially these agoris, like, you know, the agoris, they wipe, you know, they sleep in the cemetery, they
Yeah.
wipe holy ash over the whole body. That's why they're all white. It's called vibhuti. But I really, you know, they have dreadlocks, they haven't washed their hair in years. But people look at them like homeless people, but I look at them as highly enlightened people. I really resonated with it, the agoris. And at one point, I almost wanted to go on the gory path, but that path wasn't chosen for me. So if you see me sleeping in the cemetery, you know what path I chose. So
Yeah. I know. I was thinking about Shiva and Parvati. Like they had such a strong love for each other, like such a strong bond. I was thinking like a shared kundalini. I think it would only be with like two people that are like truly in love. I don't know. And then they know how they're in control of their own chakras, their kundalini. But it would have to be two people that really loved each other. Would you say that?
yeah, I would definitely say
Yeah.
that. Like it hasn't been my experience, but I'm still
Yeah,
looking.
it would be hard to find that person.
But yeah, like it's a blissful thing when you, how could I say, you meet a yogini and you're a yogi and you're both on the same level, and her feminine energy balances your masculine energy, and you kind of connect indirectly, and your chakras sync up together, and that's when it becomes a really profound experience, because you're not just uplifting yourself, you're uplifting somebody else, and they're
Yeah.
uplifting you also. So it's like, it's not like a small fire, it's a super fire, right? So it's almost like when Shiva and Shakti bond, I mean, it's the highest dance of the cosmic universe, you know. Like what other sight could be more beautiful
Yeah,
than
they
that?
bring order to the world.
Right.
Yeah.
When they aligned, everything else aligns indirectly. So yeah, I would definitely say, like, if you're lucky enough to find those type of people out there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're out there, but it's hard to find, you know, somebody who's on your spiritual level and you could connect with. And there's only pure connection. There's no baggage or excess, let's say it like that. That comes with you into your Kundalini experience. But yeah, I would definitely say that that's a true blessing, you know. I'm more on the solo individual path, but I'm open to it.
Yep,
So if
only
you're
a
a
few
yogini,
people.
yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say only a few people get to be with their soulmate or their twin flame or whatever you would call it, you know. So the like high school sweetheart and you know the old couple that married and they're together for like 80 years or something.
Yeah.
And then as soon as one of them dies, the other one's like right after.
Yeah.
Like so that happens all the time, I heard. But I'm gonna switch over to YouTube because my eyes are really.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The light from the screen is just kind of getting to me, but
okay, type in questions if you need to.
will do. See you shortly.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I'm curious. What comes to mind when you think about how your spiritual practices have changed your life?
Me personally, wow. I mean, I would say I don't even recognize the person I used to be pre-Kriya yoga at all. Like, in my case, it's been a total 180. Like, going from 100% to close to zero as possible. So, I would say it's totally night and day with me. Like, for sure. Like, I mean, I don't even know how any of this happened, or I don't take any credit for it. It just totally transformed my life. I would just say it like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking about me. I feel like I don't know, the clarity in my thoughts and actions. I don't know, that it's more clear. I don't know, I'm more accepting of others and less judgmental. I don't know, and I don't feel like my ego. I don't feel like I need to defend it. If you don't understand me, that's fine. But I don't know, just doing the practices, like little things like that. Like you asked me if I felt like any changes when I opened up my chakras. It was just like little things like that. Like I don't know, like I don't feel like I need to defend my I'm not as attached to my ego. I don't need to defend my character. I don't know. I just feel like more detached, more as a witness. So
Yeah, I would definitely say like it's like almost like an overall well-being. I like when you said a gym for your soul.
Yeah.
So I really feel like my soul is shining and my soul has come to the forefront, and all the junk I used to relate to is more in the background. Like I don't relate to it no more. I travel light with no baggage, you know? So yeah, all of the above. And self-realization, inner clarity, deep transformation, better sleep, better intuition, yeah, just like an overall well-being. Like I don't even recognize the person I used to be before Kriya yoga. So I would definitely say it's an overall well-being that's helped me tremendously. And I say if it could work for me, then it could work for anybody, because I'm the worst yogi in the history of the universe, right? So
you serve as a
I
great
did
example.
everything wrong. That's why when Paul says he drinks alcohol or smokes, I was like, I didn't do any of that, but believe me, I treated my body as bad as you could treat it, you know? And you know, I was totally consumed with my ego mind and the material world. So I identified with all that. I thought my car made me a better person. I thought the zeros in my bank account made me a big shot guy, kind of guy out here in these streets. And yeah, I just thought I was basically the king of the universe. And I had no compassion. I had no love for anything. I thought I was the smartest guy in the universe. So if I can do it, anybody could do it. So I'm living proof that you don't have to be born in a yogic family or sleep in a cave in the Himalayan mountains. These are techniques that you could integrate into your daily life, and it helps uplift everybody in their daily life. So if I could do it, anybody could do it. So I want everybody to look at me and say, if that guy could do it, then I definitely could do it, because he was totally consumed in his ego body. So I definitely can do it. So I aim to have that for everybody. I want to be living proof that just follow the techniques and do the inner work. I mean, it's not even a lot of inner work. Like, a lot of people think I got to meditate for 24 hours a day before I could be enlightened. It's just some basic, simple practices you integrate into your daily life, and it helps carry you through daily life and helps get you better sleep and more clarity and definitely more transformation. Like Veronica says, it helps calm your mind and helps still your mind. It's like an overall well-being, and you'll be glad you did it. So I would definitely, if you need coaching or you need me to walk you through the steps, join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, kriyayogamasterclass.com. Or if you are brand new to the path of Kriya Yoga, join our free Kriya Yoga School. freekriyayogamasterclass.com. Absolutely free. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. No pressure. We have a beginner course, a mini course. It gives you a framework of what Kriya Yoga is, how it helps you, gives you some beginner courses to go through. And if it uplifts you and makes you feel better and you want to join us at the kriyayogamasterclass.com, then I'll definitely walk you through the steps. Or if you have any questions, feel free to book a call with me. Same thing, Kriya Yoga Masterclass. I'll get on a 30-minute call with you and let's solve your problems. And I'll explain to you how Kriya Yoga can help you, and let me help you be the best person you could be and solve your problems. So go there, kriyayogamasterclass.com, and click on the book a call, and I'll definitely get on a call with you and work out your problems. Pick a good time, which is good for you on the calendar, and let's help you overcome whatever you're going through in the present moment. Anxiety, stress, emotional problems, financial problems, whatever problems you have, let's fix them today. Like Paul says, no yogi or yogini left behind. So Paul has now joined us on YouTube. No yogi or yogini left behind. So whatever problems you're going through in the present moment, get on a call with me and we'll help you overcome whatever you're going through.
I have a new question for you. Do
Okay,
you think
great.
this has changed your dreams or how you dream now?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I first got on the path of Kriya Yoga, I used to have terrible dreams, right? I couldn't sleep, but it was basically my ego wasn't letting go. It wanted me to be the person I used to be. But when I got on the path of Kriya Yoga, I couldn't go back to that person. So I used to have bad dreams, but by calming my mind and calming my breath, and before I go to sleep, I transition in a very blissful, happy state. Like, I always try to go to my happy place before I dream. So before I transition into sleep. So I would definitely say, like, these negative thoughts or bad dreams don't have no place in my higher dream state, let's say. The highest dream state, they say in yoga, is called Turiya, which is basically where you are the director, you are the creator of your dreams. So you control your dreams and you make it as blissful as you want. And bad dreams, so-called negative deities, astral parasites, negative emotions, they have no place in your dream state. They're not welcome. So you welcome the good thoughts and uncomfortable thoughts in your dream state. They're not welcome. So they go somewhere else, I guess, you know? So you kind of like, Donnie, I would suggest doing the practice of Purnasuti before you transition into sleep. It helps kind of calm your mind and calm your breath and get you into a state of inner stillness. There's also a practice that's on our Kriya Yoga School called Yoga Nidra, which is called sleepless sleep. So it's basically you recharge your body, but you're still aware. So that's what they mean. It's like being aware of what is aware, or a sleepless sleep state. So you kind of transition that way, where it's a blissful process. And when you go into your dream state and that blissful process, then it's always a beautiful state.
And Mr. Blonde asks, the broken heart thing is a real thing, acknowledged by doctors. For when two partners pass together, it has to do with the heart muscles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't verify this, but I'll say, in my opinion, true. When your heart chakra, your anahata, is connected with another person's anahata so strong that when that person passes away, you want to transition also, then it's almost like a state which they call in yoga Mahasamadhi. So when yogis go into Mahasamadhi, they kind of choose when they want to transition out of this physical body into the higher realms. So there's been great cases of all sorts of yogis have gone into Mahasamadhi, like Yogananda, all these people. So they kind of realize their work on earth is kind of done, and they want to take the divine flight, the golden flight. So a lot of these yogis have no fear of death. They kind of laugh at death like the joke it is. Babaji says in the voice of Babaji, death is a joke to me. I am the death of death, which I really like that sentiment. Like, we're not attached to death. We welcome it. Please let me go home and take the divine flight, and leave this physical 3D world behind, or this, how would they say it? This flesh cage I'm in, my soul is in. Let my soul be free.
Yeah.
Release my soul from this flesh cage, So, yeah, so they have all these affirmations like, I am not this body, I am not this mind. So they look at it as a beautiful process. Like even the mantra we said on Mahashivarachi, Om Namah Shivaya, Trayambai, Yaja Mahe. It's basically saying the fruit is detaching from the tree branch, right? So your fruit moves on. It no longer leads this tree to be self-sufficient.
Mr. Blonde 703 asks, can you give an example of your daily or weekly diet? What do you eat, drink, and how often?
Yeah, I mean, this is it's different for everybody else, so keep this in mind, Donnie. I mean, the yogic practice in the Himalayan mountains, we only eat what we could hold in our hand. So the rice and everything we could hold in our hand, that was our once a day meal. So a lot of fasting, a lot of vegetables, a lot of small portions, let's say, like that. Me personally, I'm not really like a, how would I say this, a food Nazi. I mean, I would say just eat whatever nourishes your body. That is the best way to eat. I personally eat right now, I eat like once a day, and I'll eat like salad, vegetables, that type of stuff. But I wouldn't say that works for everybody. I would just say eat what really nourishes your body, because we all have different body types and different places we are on the spiritual path. So I mean, I would say I drink like a liter or two of water per day, like like not like sink tap water, but like like purified water, mostly water and vegetables, I would say. But you know the story I like about this is Ram Dass, who was a devotee of Neem Karoli Baba. So when you see that picture of me I'm holding a picture of Neem Karoli Baba in front of his ashram. And Neem Karoli Baba, they said, was the guru to Steve Jobs, to Mark Zuckerberg. So he had a bunch of LSD pills in his hand, right? And his guru said, "What is that?" And he said, "No, Baba, this is not for you. Like, you don't take this. This is bad, right?" And he says, "Give me one." And when he went to take one, he took them all, and he swallowed all the LSD pills. And Ram Dass was like, "I just killed my guru, he's going to die." And he just walked away, and he was unaffected by LSD or any of that stuff, because he was on such a higher spiritual plane that none of this stuff affected him. So once you get on a higher spiritual vibration, does any of this stuff really affect you? Like I've seen in the Himalayan mountains, sadhus smoking like marijuana, chewing tobacco leaves. They almost did everything they could to hurt their body and test their spiritual elevation, and nothing could hurt them, really. So it depends where you're at on the spiritual path. But I would definitely, I mean, it depends on you. Like there's no really rules or guidelines of what you should eat. I mean, you can't go wrong drinking water, or you can't really go wrong eating vegetables. But I would do what works best for you and nourishes you.
We haven't heard from Albert Saps for a while. He says you don't need a bus to Detroit when you're already in Detroit. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one. I like that. I'm going to borrow that one from you,
Yeah.
Albert. You don't need a bus to Detroit when you're in Detroit. True. That reminds me of a story. My guru said one time we were in the Himalayan mountains and we were at an ashram, and there was like, a bunch of people, like, I don't know what you would call them, hippies, come to India searching for enlightenment, right? And my guru basically said, "I don't know why all these people come from the West spending all their money. Don't they know they could just go in the closet and close the door and be alone with themselves, and they could reach enlightenment?" And I always thought that was a funny kind of visualization. So it's kind of the same thing. You don't need to take a bus to Detroit when you're already in Detroit. You don't need to take a bus to the Himalayan mountains or airplane when you're in the Himalayan mountains right now. So
Yeah.
if you have that self-realization, that you carry that no matter where you are. So I would agree. And if you go to Yogananda's place, it's called Self-Realization Fellowship, because that is probably the ultimate goal of Kriya Yoga, where if you're self-realized, you could be self-realized anywhere, no matter where you are. You don't need to go anywhere. You could be self-realized in your closet, or you could be self-realized in the cave in the Himalayan mountains. It doesn't matter where you're at, long as you have that inner mindset.
Mr. Buwan says, "All right, I'm taking notes. I'm going to test my limits. Haha." And then
yeah, test your limits. See how far you could go.
Albert Saps has several. He's on fire. He has several comments. So he says, I think Ram Dass said that about the LSD story. I think so.
Yeah, it was Ram Dass. That's what I said. Neem Karoli Baba was his guru. So, yeah, Ram Dass, another enlightened being.
And he said that I've read it in a book when saying he gave his guru the largest dose he had ever seen anyone take, and it had no effect. Confirming what you said.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. He says it made me realize, okay, so I can't overdose. LOL.
I wouldn't test it, Albert. Like Neem Karoli Baba was on a higher spiritual plane, so he could overcome it, but don't send yourself to the hospital testing it out, or maybe you are on a higher plane. Who knows, So I wouldn't personally test it myself because these are highly enlightened beings. Let's say it like that. They're on a different spiritual dimension. Let's say it like that. They've overcome everything that needed to be overcome for sure. So Neem Karoli Baba was definitely 1 in a million. As you see, Ram Dass didn't want to test it, but Neem Karoli Baba tested it for sure.
He's not afraid.
I really like this story. It's a good representation. When you reach certain spiritual heights, you can't be nothing really bothers you. One of my favorite quotes by Ramayana Maharishi, the great yogi and a spiritual enlightened being that he was, he said, the newspaper in India asked him to explain enlightenment. And he basically said, nothing could bother me anymore. So these people have reached such a height of spiritual evolution that nothing can affect them.
I know. Albert Sapp says, I miss Ram Dass. It was a tough day for me when he died.
Yeah, Ram Dass is the greatest. Like, he's a good example of no matter how much physical pain he felt in his body, when you watch videos of Ram Dass at the end of his life, he still was in a happy, blissful state. So even though his physical body failed him, he still kept that blissful inner state, and that's inner smile with him 24 hours a day. So that's a great representation. Like, when you reach the spiritual heights or the higher vibrations, even though your physical body fails you, like it'll fail us all one day, it still doesn't bother you. You still keep that blissful state. I like when they say in yogi, in the yogic test or the Vedic text, even if it's the end of the world, don't let anything shake your samadhi. So they always have this kind of perspective. Like, I don't care what happens, nothing can shake my inner self. I always keep a calm disposition, a samadhi, inner stillness state where I can't be bothered by anything out here in the external Maya delusional world. I laugh at it like the joke it is. I just get my popcorn and watch the comedy show of the material Maya delusional world.
Yeah, and Mr. Blonde says the irony is that if tried it to prove it, perhaps that's our ego and we'd automatically fail.
True. Maybe your ego wants to test you a lesson. Like my guru used to say, even though you won't be affected, don't swim with sharks, right? Yeah. Don't try to test it, right? Because you might get eaten by a shark. And, you don't want to go to the hospital overdose trying to test Neem Karoli Baba Ram Dass's story.
He says, don't tell me what to do. No.
All right. I'm not telling you what to do, Donnie.
No. I have a new person, Noelle M. Hey, generally doing anything of that nature, such as LSD, should be done with respect to the plants or whatever in respect to ritual. I would say that people who do ayahuasca do so with a shaman.
Yeah, so, I mean, my brother, his name's Ved Mooney, is also an ayahuasca shaman. And he basically told me that for you and the heightened state or awareness that you're in, you don't need to do this, right? The ayahuasca is basically for people who don't want to do the inner work, or they want to microwave their spiritual progress or take the lightning path to spiritual progress. So, but the good thing is when you do your inner work, you go through the process naturally and you can maintain it a lot easier because you know how it works. He basically said the ayahuasca process is just like trying to put a band-aid on a wound. But when you know how to heal yourself, you don't need these external chemical things, because you realize healing is inside you as you. So there would be no need to go through the ritual or do any of this stuff if you know how to heal yourself. So I wouldn't look for solutions in external sources. I would look for solutions, internal sources. When COVID happened, my guru told me, I go, Baba, what do I do with COVID? He said, you know exactly what to do. If you can't go outside, go inside. So instead of looking for external sources to give you a band-aid, like chemical things or thing, I would basically do the inner work. So, Noel, if you want to know how to reach the state of ayahuasca by using Kriya Yoga, join our Kriya Yoga School. If you don't know anything about Kriya Yoga School, go to our free Kriya Yoga School first, freekriyayogamasterclass.com. It's absolutely 100% free. And, go through the practices. If you want more, if you want personal coaching, then come to our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, where we show you all the techniques so you could get started, and you'll realize very quick you don't need any drug or ayahuasca to get you to a higher state of consciousness. You could do the inner work. And once you have done the inner work, this is something you carry with you through a whole lifetime. If you do ayahuasca, it only gets you into a spiritual so-called state for 15 minutes. But don't you want a 24-hour spiritual state? So the best drug in the world, Kriya Yoga, in my opinion. So if you have no knowledge of Kriya Yoga, go to the freekriyayogamasterclass.com, sign up, join our Kriya Yoga School. And we got Veronica and Cal post great videos every day. We have a beginner mini course like what is Kriya Yoga? Basically explains the 5 folds of Kriya Yoga. Who is Vedagurudev? How did I get on this path? Who is my guru? How did I get named Diksha? Then there's about 7 courses. How to do pranayama, purnasudi, some basic asanas that anybody can do. The corpse pose, anybody can do. Shavasana, lie on your back, go into a deep state of relaxation. And this is also another great way to go to sleep, Shavasana. You just relax so deeply that you just fall into a sleeping state. You kind of melt into your bed. So this would be a good way for Donnie also to go into sleep. Hamsa meditations in there. So to give you some basic framework, and when you're ready to get to work, join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. As you see, 50% off now, $50 a month, $250 a year. I would suggest the yearly plan. So you have a whole year to go through the whole process, and it's basically $1 a day if you take the yearly plan. So I think the annual plan is a lot better, but up to you. You can choose whichever membership works best for you. And we have over 200 plus classes in there. Mantra japa, meditations, pranayama. Every Saturday we have a weekly class, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where it usually goes like 2 hours, and you could ask me whatever you want, and I'm available 24 hours a day. I'm not just gonna take your money and leave you hanging. I'm available to coach you, and we can get on a call, or we can overcome whatever problems you're going through. I want to make sure you feel the fruits and benefits of Kriya Yoga. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you live a happy, blissful life. And Veronica's our member, so she can tell you the benefits also. So that she's experienced by joining the Kriya Yoga School. So everybody out there, let's help as many people and with Kriya Yoga as possible. So if you resonate with Kriya Yoga, but you don't know where to start, I would start with the free Kriya Yoga School. It's completely free. freekriyayogamasterclass.com. Go through the mini courses, the beginner courses. And then when you're ready to upgrade and get to work, I would join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass. And that's when you see all the real techniques that will help you. And I'm available 24 hours a day. I'll answer all your DMs and everything. And if you want to book a call with me and solve your problems, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. Click on the calendar, choose a time that's good for you, and let's fix your problems. Let's solve all your problems, and let's see how Kriya Yoga can help you. Totally free. You don't need to pay anything. Go on a call with me. Let's solve some problems.
So we have 9 comments. I'm trying to find where the first one starts.
Okay. Whoa. All right. Well, let's get to it.
Noella M, who we just met, she I'm not sure if that's a lady or a guy. Also, good evening, everyone. I would love to ask more questions as I get a chance to get home and somewhere quiet. Just wanted to say good evening for now. So Noelle will probably have more questions for us.
Whenever you have more questions, we're going to be here for a while.
Right, I agree. I just felt the need to point that out. Oh, you're talking about the ayahuasca. It's best with the shaman. Okay, back and back. And then Albert Saps, do you know if we got any Irish members? I'm planning on an Ireland trip these days. Would be nice to meet.
Oh no, that's a good question. In our Kriya Yoga School, they at the top they have a tab called Map, where you can see where all the members are from. So maybe click on that tab, Map, and see if there are any people in Ireland. That would show you.
Yeah.
So in the free, it's in the free school and it's in the paid school.
And then we Tibor, namaste, everyone. It's good to see you. Good to
Namaste, Tibor. I'm glad you could join us. If you have any questions, put them in the chat.
Tibor says, Kriya Yoga is a way of living 24/7.
Absolutely. Great point, Tibor. I try to integrate my Kriya Yoga sadhana 24 hours a day into my practice. So I'm a walking temple of Kriya Yoga, ashram of temple, 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I carry my meditation and my mindfulness and everything I do in my daily life. So if you have that mindset, Kriya Yoga definitely carries you through the day for sure.
Yeah, and he also adds to be practiced while doing any activity. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And integrate it into all your daily activities, and you'll be way more calmer and peaceful. And no matter what life throws at you, because life is definitely going to test all yogis and yoginis for sure. You'll have a more calmer, still mindset, and you'll be able to overcome anything and kind of laugh at whatever obstacles or resistance or blockages life throws at you. You kind of laugh at it and like, all right, overcome it, no problem. This is easy, so long as you have these kriyas in your toolbox, you can overcome whatever obstacles life throws at you in any activity.
Yeah, even your car's a driving temple. I was thinking if I had a statue of Babaji on my dashboard, maybe that would calm me down. like,
Yeah, maybe if you need it.
yeah.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, my actual car is a temple also. So I have all my deity statues. Let me see who I have. Ganesha, Shiva, Dancing Shiva, Lakshmi, Brahma, Maruga. I think that's who I have. I might have more. But yeah. So they're all facing forward. So they're driving my car. I'm just watching them. They're clearing the path, right?
Yes.
Get out my way, get out my way, get out my way, right? They're parting the Red Sea. Vedagurudev driving. Everybody out of his way. All you lower frequency beings, clear the path.
Yeah, you need that in Thailand.
Yeah, I definitely need that in Thailand. Traffic chaos sums it up the most in Thailand.
And then Albert Saps says, I'm going to be in Ireland next month, then in France, June, August, and in the Netherlands, end of August. Back in Germany by September, and afterwards back to France again. Wow. That sounds amazing.
Cool. Yeah, sounds great. A whole European tour.
Yeah.
Well, carry your Kriya Yoga sadhana with you, whatever country you go. Enjoy it as much as you can with a smile on your face. Should be a blissful experience.
Let's see. Mr. Blonde says, if you go into the members section of the SKOOL, Albert, you can check out people's bio and message them. I know we have a lot of Germans. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Albert's a member of our free school, but not the paid school. So yeah, so just go in the free school, click on the map. You can see where everybody's located. Or yeah, you can go into the member section and you could click on each member and you could see where their location is, or click on the chat and you could send them a message directly.
And then Albert says, when I'm in France, I have time for myself more. Come back to the school. Good.
Cool.
Yes.
You're always welcome. Free school, paid school, whichever one.
Yeah. Tibor says to be practiced with every thought, word, every interaction, with everything and everyone. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. If you integrate the practices of Kriya Yoga and your sadhana into every thought, every word, every interaction, everything and everyone, you can never go wrong. And you can't, like I said earlier, Ramayana Maharishi said, how would you explain enlightenment? He said, nothing could bother me anymore. So it really helps calm your mind, and you don't really attach to any outcome. Like you have no expectations. So you just kind of coast through life blissfully, right? Nothing really bothers you, or nothing really attaches to you. You just kind of become a detached witness of your life. And integrating all these Kriya Yoga techniques helps you overcome everything, no matter what situation you're in.
I have a good question for you. I have some thoughts too. If you had to name only 2 exercises to do with the chakra exercises that would accelerate it, what would they be?
The chakra exercises, well, definitely in our school, unblocking the 7 chakras, the bija mantra, that is by far the best exercise to do with the chakras. What else? Yeah, I would just. Yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
How about the sun worship? The sun, where you worship the sun, going through.
Yeah, the science of sun worship is an excellent one, and that's the second asana in our asana classroom, and it's in I think it's in the beginner classroom. I don't remember what number it is. It's called the sun salutation pose, or the science of sun worship song. So basically, that one kind of goes down. It goes down and it goes up with the asana. So that's a good one too, because it's basically harnessing the energy of the sun inside you as you by opening all your chakras. So, and giving praise to the sun. And at the end, I sing a song like giving love to the sun, and you make like right circles, and it kind of repairs your aura too. So that's good also. So yeah, that is a good one. But yeah, for the chakras, definitely the bija mantras. One of our members, Brian, he also likes to add like the elements and the deities to each chakra. So that's helpful also.
I like the rainbow bridge meditation. That one's good.
Yeah, the rainbow bridge meditation's another good one, because it uses the colors of each chakra, and it basically creates a rainbow bridge from your lower physical chakras to your higher spiritual chakras. That's a good meditation. That's in the meditation classroom, and that's also in the advanced classroom. So yeah, there's also all sorts of classes. Like I said, we have over 200 classes. So just go through and see which one works best for you, because what might work best for my chakras might not work best for your chakras. So just go through it, and whatever class works best for you, then that is the best class. And I would just put it in your toolbox and put it in your pocket, and yeah, let it work best for you, and integrate it into your daily practice. And yeah, that would be the best way. But I would say there's no best way. It's only what resonates and works best for you. That is the best practice, which I always say. I don't like to give like one size fits all, like this would definitely help your chakras. I would go through all the chakra techniques and see which one works best for you and uplifts you the best. And that would be the best technique to get you to the higher practice. And sometimes I think this technique is good. Then I revisit another technique, and I was like, oh, that one I like. I'm going to put that in my pocket too, you know?
Yeah.
So it just depends. Just go through it and see which one really uplifts you and resonates with you. And that would definitely be the best technique to do. So there's really no one size fits all, or I don't want to say like, this is the best technique, because there really is no best technique. It's the best technique is what works the best for you, I would definitely say.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name. It's the Shanmukhi mantra that like seals the chakra energy.
Shanmukhi mudra, right? Closing the 7 gates, right? Yeah, that's a good one too, right? So when you open the bija mantras, it really seals it in, because it closes it all in, and it really uplifts your inner divine power, right? So it doesn't let your power kind of spread. Like it keeps it internally and amplifies it. So that's a good one too. The mudras also help, you know, like Yan mudra, which is this one, that it also kind of seals the circuit, right? So when your electricity is going through your nadis and through your body, it kind of seals it in, so it kind of doesn't leak out, I would say. So this also, you know, Shanmukhi mudra, which is also a mudra, seals in the energy. So that's a good one too. That's in the mudra classroom, and I think it's in the intermediate classroom. So yeah. And if you have any questions, by all means, Donnie, send me a message. I'm available 24 hours a day. So.
Yeah, I think there's several different ones that work well with opening the 7 chakras. Yeah, it's like whatever works best for you. So, yeah, lots of things in our school. Tibor says to be practiced with every breath, especially with every breath.
Absolutely. I would say pranayama, breathing, breath work, that is probably the secret yogic breath. That is probably, my guru would say, and most yogis would say, that is the most profound benefit of Kriya Yoga. The breath work, you know, when you do Kriya Kundalini Pranayama, you go through the steps, Kechari Mudra, Ujjayi breath, or just Purnasudhi. Those are all very cleansing and purifying breaths. So, and this one too, whatever breath works best for you, whatever pranayama works best for you, then that is the best pranayama. So I would go through the pranayama class, and I would go through I think it's an intermediate class. We have very profound pranayama practices in there.
Albert, he says, I wish there would be more yoga classes in schools everywhere. Also, meditation would change a lot out there.
I
Yeah.
agree with you, Albert. Absolutely. They should be meditation in class, in schools, and all over. It's a very helpful overall well-being for all people of all ages, children, elderly people, man, women, female. Everybody should practice yoga. So I definitely would recommend yoga to everybody, but I'm kind of biased, so I would definitely say yoga is helpful for everybody.
Albert wants to know, what's that Queen song where they sing "Nothing Really Matters to Me"? And then Mr. Blonde said Bohemian Rhapsody is that song. Yes, that's a good song.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing really matters.
Does anything matter?
That's a good affirmation to carry with you during the day, right?
Yeah.
Like there's so many psychic attacks and psyops and distractions out there in the world. Nothing really matters. So put that on your phone or on your car stereo and sing that. Nothing matters, and you can point it out. Nothing matters, nothing matters, nothing matters, nothing matters. And you begin to realize all these distractions doesn't matter, right? Like how does what Kim Kardashian wears to the Grammy or what Donald Trump say matter? Nothing matters. It doesn't matter. It doesn't serve you in the present moment. So let it all go. Nothing matters, nothing matters, nothing matters, nothing matters,
Where was I? There's so many comments. Okay. Is there any danger to the folks out there that go from crown to root and back up? Repeat question.
Yeah, I wouldn't go from the crown to the root and the chakras, because that's you more want to bring the energy up. You don't want to bring it down, right? Because like your lower chakras are like your ego, your desires, this type of stuff. So you kind of want the elevator to constantly be going up. So like all the pranayama we do, we're always going up. We're always bringing our breath up. We're always bringing our, how could I say, our focus, our awareness up always. So I would definitely say bring it up. Like people who say bring it down probably don't really know what they're talking about unless they're trying to go down. We're more trying to go up. So we always start from the root chakra to the crown chakra. That's basically how we would always go up. So the elevator's always going up through each floor, like slowly and gently. The root chakra, the sacral chakra, the navel chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the eyebrow chakra, the crown chakra. And, when you're on the top floor of the suite, there's no need to go down, because you're at the height. The view from the top floor of the Empire State Building is absolutely beautiful. So there's nothing really to see on the bottom floor. The best view is from the top floor, the crown chakra.
Oh, this is an interesting thought too. Let me see. Tibor says, everything matters. Every breath you take, every thought you have, everything you do is important to maintain a physical human body. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, nothing matters about the distractions. The inner work you do definitely matters, I'm just saying nothing matters about the external Maya delusional world, the distractions. Like, it doesn't matter what Kim Kardashian wears to the Grammys. That doesn't matter. The inner work you do definitely matters. So every breath you take, every thought you have, every practice you do, the inner work definitely matters. So yeah, that's a good point. So some things matter and some things don't matter. That's a better way to say it.
I'm gonna do Tibor's comments, and then I'll come back to Mr. Blonde, so we're not backtracking. And then he adds, nothing matters, no matter what you think or do, no matter how bad you decided to be in the physical life. After death, you will go back to the source of love and creation and have the choice to decide if you wish to come back to this world and try again with a human body. Mhm.
True. And that's a profound thought. So the spiritual growth and evolution you have in this body matters because in my personal case, I'm trying to get as far down the spiritual path as I can. So when I transcend my physical body and return to the source, I've accomplished done as much as my job as possible. So I guess if what Tibor says is correct, I'll make the choice whether to come back or not. Hopefully not, but maybe I have some extra work that needs to be done. So yeah, I would definitely do as much inner work as you can. So when you transcend, you travel light. You have nothing really to come back to. You've done all your work on this 3D physical plane, which is kind of a war zone. I choose to be in a more blissful, harmonious place, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna do as much work as I can. So when that time comes, I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Let me put my feet down for 1 second.
Yeah, relax. It's been 2 hours.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll answer this
windshield wipers.
question. Yeah, windshield. That's exactly what I'm doing. Windshield wipers. Big toes touching, big toes apart. Shake off the
Yeah.
numbness.
You walk the talk. What do you know about astral parasites and or soul contracts? Contacts or contracts, as these are popular topics lately. Contracts.
Yeah, astral parasites, I don't really think about too much. I mean, I have an affirmation where it's basically like I said before, like detaching from all astral parasites, negative thoughts, negative emotions. So, I mean, I don't really think about it at this state. Like, I kind of have the visualization. I have my atmosphere up, my aura, and these astral parasites or negative meteorites hit my atmosphere and dissolve on impact. So I don't really think about it too much because I kind of have the perspective of a yogi, like if a tree falls in the woods and I didn't hear it. So a lot of these lower thoughts, astral parasites, negative emotions, I don't know, guilt, anger, I don't really think about because a tree really doesn't fall in my forest, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't give any energy to thinking about astral parasites that much, but are they around? Could be. Maybe put up your Cavachum shield just for some extra protection, just in case. So, I mean, I kind of have that perspective when I go outside, go to the store, I get my mind ready, and we have a mantra in our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass called the Cavachum Shield Mantra. It's basically a protection mantra, and it basically puts a shield up on you. So before I go out into the chaotic external Maya delusional world, I like to put my shield up because traffic in Thailand is chaotic. It's going every which way. There's no traffic rules. So I get my mind ready. So, but I could feel certain times I could feel astral parasites pinging my atmosphere, let's say, right? But I don't really give it too much thought. And what was the second part of the question?
Oh,
I,
soul contracts.
oh,
'Cause
soul
they're,
contracts.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, soul contract. Yeah, could be. I mean, in my case, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I think I made this soul contract with myself to get as far off the Kriya Yoga path as possible, to see if I could find my way back on the Kriya Yoga path. And took me a long time, over 40 years of my life to get back. But now that I'm back, I'm happy to be back, on the path. So soul contract could be, but hopefully this is my last soul contract. I don't know how much more of this I could take, so I'm trying to help as many people as I can, and ascend with no baggage, traveling light on the divine flight, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if I have to come back and help more people, I look forward to it. I like helping people. It's the highest form of yoga is called karma yoga, which is basically selfless service. So I aim to help as many people and as possible, and be as blissful as possible. And so I enjoy my job helping people. So that's why I look forward to it. So whatever it is, I just go with the flow. If I have to come back on my soul contract, that's fine. If I don't, that's fine. So I don't really have any expectations. I just go with the flow and see where it takes me. So help me extend as much as possible. Join the free Kriya Yoga School. Let me help you. Book a call. Let me help you. Join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Let me help you. So let me help you and ascend as smoothly and gently as possible into another dimension, the astral plane, wherever I go, So let me help as many people as possible for free. Or if you want to join the Kriya Yoga School and get the techniques, then that's perfectly fine. But let me help you. Money or no money. I want to help as many people as I can. So if I do, let's say I do go before the council of elders and they say, how many people did you help for Vedagurudev? I say I helped as many people as possible. Look at this list of people I helped, right? I helped this guy overcome anxiety. I helped this guy open his chakras. I helped thousands of people. Open the gates. I'm coming home. So let me help as many people as possible so I can ascend.
And it feels good in the process. It's
It
a
feels
journey.
great. I like helping people way more than money. Like paper is this. I almost look at it as like fun coupons, but like the real benefit and the real payment is helping people and hearing all the people that have practiced Kriya Yoga, who have been a part of our school, all their fruits and benefits they got from practicing Kriya Yoga. That is the real true benefit, for sure.
Yeah, I know everybody wants to know their purpose. Maybe our purpose, everybody's purpose, is just to help people. Help as many people as you can. I think that could be a universal purpose. Help people
Yeah, and
while you're
I
here.
don't think you could ever go wrong by helping people. How can you go wrong from helping people?
Yeah.
That is a real great payment. Compassion, love, selfless service. I mean, these are all goals to aspire to. I definitely aspired to it. So
Yeah.
help me help you.
Yeah. I know we all need help.
Let's get to work. You have questions about Kriya Yoga? No problem. 100% free kriyayogamasterclass.com. Go there, sign up, join our free Kriya Yoga school. Get a basic framework of how Kriya Yoga works. What are the 5 folds of Kriya Yoga? Number 1, asanas. Number 2, pranayama. Number 3, meditation. Number 4, mantra japa. Number 5, bhakti. And then you'll have a framework of what Kriya Yoga is. You know, who is Vedagurudev? Who is my guru? How did I get on this path? There's videos about that. You know, join our weekly satsang. Ask as many questions as you can. Yeah, we have an interactive community. You can post. Cal and Veronica post numerous videos. I post numerous videos. We have daily Babaji quotes. And we have a quote with a picture, and we have a quote with a video of me explaining each quote. So that's very profound. Daily Babaji quotes to daily motivation and inspiration. Yeah, and once you get a basic framework and you really want to start practicing Kriya Yoga, join the kriyayogamasterclass.com, and we'll get to work. And I'll personally coach you through everything. And if you want, book a call with me, and we'll solve all your problems live on the phone right there. Book a call with Vedagurudev, kriyayogamasterclass.com. You'll see a link on the right side. It says book a call. Click on that link, and then the calendar will come up. You pick the date and time that you want to talk to me, and I'll be live on the call. Yes, some people book a call and they see it's me. They were like, "Oh, it's you," you know? I was like, "Yeah, it's me. Let's fix your problems."
Let's see. Tibor says he saw this movie called Astral City, A Spiritual Journey. Portuguese, Naso Lar is a 2010 Brazilian drama film directed by Wagner de Assis, starring Renato Presto. It is based on the book of the same name of the medium Francisco Candido Xavier. Sounds like a good movie.
Yeah, Astro City sounds great. You know, like but like my guru used to say, like, what is the astral plane like? And he used to say, it's Disneyland. Don't really worry about astral plane. More worry about doing your inner work inside you as you, right? Like it goes back to the same thing. No need to take a bus to Detroit when you're in Detroit, you know? So close your eyes and do your inner work, and you'll be you'll the mysteries of the universe will come to you. Let's say it like that.
I'm trying to just have you seen this movie? I've been watching The Chosen. Just watched the first movie of 3 from season 5 that's out in theaters and PR right now. I have not seen that. Have you?
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. The Chosen.
Yeah. He's been watched the whole 4 seasons. This must be a really good movie.
Oh,
cool. Let's see, what else? All of these TBH, I don't know, what does that abbreviate, by the way? Is to help me, help others, to help the world. The great work.
True.
Yeah.
Help others, help the world. TCB, what was it?
TBH? I don't know if that's abbreviates.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever that is, Donnie put it in the chat. TBH.
TBH. What does that mean? Oh, to be honest. Okay.
Oh, to be honest. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not young.
Honest. Help everybody, and yeah, do as much inner work and help people selflessly without any expectations or any desires or motives. Just help from the bottom of your heart. You can never go wrong.
And Tibor adds to your comment, to help everyone with every interaction you engage in with everyone, whether it's family, friend, stranger, sickly, healthy, it's all inclusive. Every conversation.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Help as many people as possible. My guru used to say, you never know where Shiva's hiding, right? So we would help everybody because you never knew if Shiva was in there. So with no expectations. So we always try to see the divine in everyone and everything. So no matter if you see God in everyone and everything, you cannot help but help everybody when you see the spark of God inside them. And everybody needs a little help. So if you can help, by all means, help as many people as possible.
Can for Mr. Blonde, can you explain the different kinds of karma? What is karma to you?
Well, I've answered this question a couple of times because Veronica's answered it. So the different type of karma, let me see if I got this straight. Agama karma is past karma. Pradrahar karma is karma right now. And Sanchita karma is future karma. I mean, don't quote me. I might have them backwards. But so me personally, I'm trying to burn all my past incarnation karma. I call it the mountain of trash I'm trying to burn. If I don't create no new karma in the present moment, that really doesn't matter. And then if I don't have any future karma, that really doesn't matter. So I don't really think about karma too much. Like, it's not really a thought. It's like I said before, if a tree falls in the woods, did it really fall? So I don't really think about it. I would say just by doing my daily sadhana, my daily yogic practice, I'm indirectly burning off my karma anyway. So I basically don't think about it too much. I just do my sadhana, and it's a byproduct of doing my sadhana that it burns off. So I don't really give it too much thought. I just go through the practice and let it burn off. But and in our school we have a lot of symbolism. Like every full moon and new moon, we burn off. It's basically symbolizing burning off our karma by burning off all our problems and all our things that no longer serve us in the fire. And that reminds me, this Sunday we have another holy yagna fire for all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members. So send in all your requests. And as a benefit of being a member of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, every full moon and every new moon of every month, our members send in their problems and we burn it up. I actually say it, and we burn it up in the holy yagna fire. So it's a good visualization to see that your problems no longer serve you in the present moment.
I have a new question from Tibor. It says, what do you think of mediums or of people that have the seemingly innate gift? When they don't try, they just channel. What do you think?
I mean, it's possible. I don't really have this CD, so it's hard for me to say. But I would say if you're aligned with your higher vibration, it's a lot easier to get these messages. Like, how could I say? But most people who have these gifts of, like, let's say, I don't know, telling the future or knowing about people, they choose not to do it because it goes back to the last question. They kind of don't want their karma to become their karma, or they don't want other people's trash to become their trash. So they kind of keep these secrets to themselves. But I would definitely say, like, you have to be on a higher wavelength or a higher vibration to be attuned into these channeling or these messages. I would definitely say, in my case, I look at it like tuning to a radio dial, right? If you have too many distractions or too many mental clutter, your radio signal is not clear. So most of these people who have a clear channeling connection, they've done the inner work, or they've raised their vibration where they can hear the message. In yoga, they say we only talk to people that can hear what we're saying. So it's kind of the same thing. To channel a deity or to channel an entity, you would have to be on such a higher frequency where you could meet the entity. Let's say it like that. They would say in yoga, have a meeting on your crown where you could have tea with God or whatever deity you're calling. So that's kind of, we're opening our crown chakra. So the pillar of light, the stream of consciousness, or the higher intuition or the channeling can meet us right here. So people who aren't on a higher vibration saying that they could talk to higher frequency beings when they're not on a higher frequency, it's probably not true. You would have to meet them on their saved frequency, let's say, right? So you would have to have the higher frequency to tune your dial to their higher frequency. So you would have to be able to align yourself and center yourself in that higher frequency where you could hear the subtle message. So people who are on a higher frequency probably have an easier time of channeling. People who all their chakras or their Sushumna Nadi are all blocked would probably have a hard time channeling, in my opinion.
I just thought of something. What do you think of people that use their spiritual gifts to make money? So I know we all need to make money, but I don't know, like some things I wouldn't want to share with people.
Depends. There's two schools of thought on this. There are yogis that don't want anybody to know their secret yogic powers, so that they only show it to people who are, in their opinion, are worthy. So if you went to the Himalayan mountains, they wouldn't show you anything because they would deem you as unworthy. Like, prove to us why we should show you why we levitate, you know? So they wouldn't show anybody because they have the mindset of we only show people that can understand what we're doing and are not attached to it. So I've told many stories of CDs I've seen in the Himalayan mountains, and I just kept walking, you know? Or I saw something and I didn't try to make sense of it. I just went to sleep in my tent or in my cave, you know? So when you have this more mindset, they're more open to show you because they know this person, this is our secret between each other, you know? If you're making money, like let's say in our Kriya yoga school, if you're helping people, that's perfectly fine. Because if you're trying to get rich off of spiritual practices, I can't see it working for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's more to help people. Like I never started this Kriya yoga school to make money or do anything. I more saw it as a vehicle to help people wholeheartedly. And I more saw it as like a way to, like if I help somebody outside my house, then I would be helping one person. But if I use the internet to reach as many people as possible, then it's covering the globe, helping as many people as I can. It's like spreading the word. So if you do it that way, I don't see a problem with it, you know, like I mean it all kind of comes down to like no one can really give you enlightenment. You have to do the inner work. So these people selling you the Brooklyn Bridge or snake oil, like I can enlighten you. You begin to realize quick that they really can't do anything but take your money. This is more of an internal journey, not an external journey. So if you do the inner work, you could get to where you need to be. So all I could basically do is give you the techniques and you uplift yourself by doing the inner works, you know? So I would basically say like, be careful of scammers and cheaters out there. There are a lot of people with misinformation, but it's real easy to see through who is real and who is not. Because in my case, to get the name Vedagurudev was a hard path, a hard initiation. So I would only take people who understand the principles of chakras, not like people who have saw something on the internet. Now all of a sudden they're an expert. So I wouldn't take yogic philosophy or yogic techniques from a non-yogi, right? So if somebody has a name, Bob Smith, they're not qualified. If somebody has the name Vedagurudev, they're probably qualified. So that's basically how I would break that down. But
I don't know. You just reminded me of something. Speaking of name diksha, I've been reading this book, and I'm really enjoying it now. I'm starting to hit my stride. But there was a section of it that I had marked off. But I don't know. Reading autobiography of a yogi, Yogananda. He gets his name diksha, and his guru, Sir. I can't talk right now. I don't know. His guru says that he can choose his name. So I didn't know that. I don't know. I didn't realize that he got to choose his name. So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I think I'll just read it because I marked it off. I will give you the privilege of choosing it yourself, he said, smiling. And Yogananda replied after a moment's thought, the name literally means bliss through divine union. So I thought that was beautiful that, I don't know, his name means union and bliss. But, and then,
yeah, yoga means the union, and Ananda means bliss. Yeah, absolutely.
And then on the next page, it said, in addition to his new name, usually ending in Ananda, the Swami takes a title which indicates his formal connection with one of the 10 subdivisions of the Swami order. This Dosana or 10 agonaments includes the Guri, which means mountain, to which Sir Yuktaswa and hence myself belong. Among the other branches are the Sagar, Bhagarati, which means the Sagar means sea, the Bhagarata means land, the Arananga means forest, the Puri means tract, and the Tirtha means a place of pilgrimage, and Saraswati means wisdom of nature. And I was just thinking of your guru. His name has Saraswati in it, and I always thought it was weird he had a female deity's name, and now I understand where Saraswati came. So it was just like everything started to click. So
yeah, so my guru and our lineage, our parampara, is from the Saraswati nature of the, like they say, the different name dikshas. So where my guru is Swami Vedananda Saraswati, and I guess I'm Vedagurudev Saraswati, and all of us are Saraswati. So we have a unique ending, like Yuktaswar is Giri, right? And I guess Yogananda is Giri also. So we have a deity at the end of our lineage, our parampara, which is cool, Saraswati.
So for like your name, Veda, what does that mean again?
So Veda is basically Vedananda, right? My guru's name's Swami Vedananda, so it's basically showing he co-signs me. So all of his disciples start with Ved, right? Or Veda, like Veda, like Ved Muni, his guru, Swami Vedananda, Vedagurudev, my guru, Swami Vedananda, Ved Atman, his guru, Swami Vedananda. So it's basically co-signing, like, this comes from our lineage, our parampara, Ved, right? Guru basically means like guide, you know, like most people associate it with a person, but it's really more of a guide to, you know, like I like to look at it more as a guide, not like an ego play or a guru play or something to be put on a pedestal. And Dev means God. Like when they say Deva or Dev, it means God. So I guess my name Diksha means guide to God, basically.
Okay.
But
Guide, knowledge of God, divine being. What's
I,
that?
I wasn't lucky enough to choose my name. I probably would have chose something different. It was
Yes.
basically given to me. So it was like, you are now Vedagurudev. This name doesn't come from me. It comes from Babaji directly. So I said, great. So here
Yeah.
I am.
I thought that was cool.
I-
He got to choose his own name, and that's such a good name.
yeah, that's unique because most name Diksha, it's such a long process to even get name Diksha. Like there are very few people that have name Diksha, like for sure. So like to get name Diksha is a process that you have to be worthy of, that they have to deem you worthy of, and they take this very serious in the Himalayan mountains. So in my case, when I went to India, they would be like, first question, who's your guru? And I would tell them Swami Vedananda Saraswati. Oh, this guy has a guru. He's official. What is your name? Vedagurudev. And they would see this guy has a guru and he has name Diksha. This guy is super official, right? So, okay, let me show you how I levitate. But if you were like, what's your name? My name is Bob Smith. They'd be like, okay, have a nice day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wouldn't show you.
I don't see you getting the name Bob Smith.
There's already a lot of there's already been a lot of misinformation. Like a lot of people, like backpackers, they'll go to the Himalayan mountains and they'll take a picture with like a guru and they'll say that's my guru, which is not the case. That's like if you have a picture with Sadhguru and you say Sadhguru's your guru, he'll be like, no, I'm not. You know, you didn't go through the lineage and the practices that we do to, you know, for me to be your guru. I'm not your guru, you know. So a lot of people say like they see somebody on the internet and they say that guy's my guru, you know. So they're kind of hip to that. So they won't take a picture with you or anything. They'll be like, no, I'm good. But if they find out you're authentic and official, like in my case, they'll definitely take pictures with you and whatever, you know. Like this guy is a real guy. Like this isn't some hippie backpacker who came to India who's trying to say that they got a guru and they, you know, they didn't. Because to have a guru and go down that path, that's a long devotional path, you know. That's a many year kind of path. So they wouldn't give you that title unless you earned it. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, if anybody out there in YouTube land or watching this, if you want to choose somebody to teach you yoga, choose somebody with name Diksha if possible. If some lady named, I don't know, Kelly Smith is going to teach you yoga and you have a choose, who should I choose? Should I choose Yogananda or should I choose Kelly Smith? Yogananda all day, every day, because he definitely knows what he's talking about, because he wouldn't have name Diksha or any of that, because they take that very seriously. So if there's no other options, I guess choose Kelly Smith. You know? So that would be my opinion, you know, but, you know, so I would definitely say like it's a unique case, especially choosing your own name and naming yourself. That's why I thought Yogananda is a very cool name, right? Like, I mean, that's probably the coolest name I've ever heard. You know, Ananda, which means bliss, and yoga, which means divine union. So he chose a great name. But I
rolls
wasn't
off
that
the
lucky.
tongue.
My name was given to me. it
Vedagurudev.
wasn't even a question. It was like, your new name is Vedagurudev. Yes, Baba, I accept. You know, I mean, I didn't even say accept. I just, you know, okay, that's what it is. You know, so yeah. So but Yogananda is a highly enlightened being. So I mean, obviously, his guru saw it in him. So he thought it'd be a true blessing for him to choose his own name, and he chose a great name. So
Yeah.
absolutely great.
Well, if anybody doesn't believe you're a guru, you've got the receipts. So your name and all the knowledge you have. You want to just,
I got the receipts and
yeah.
the documentation. I have endless videos and pictures in the Himalayan mountains. And you could, if you join our Kriya Yoga School, every class has a different picture of me in the Himalayan mountains with my guru, different things I've done. So you could see, what are we at? 60th class now. So 60 pictures, different pictures of me in the Himalayan mountains, you know, so.
They're not photoshopped,
That's it.
they're real, authentic pictures.
They are absolutely real. Actually, I have the class picture, which says like the 60th class this weekend on Saturday. Then I have the original picture right next to it. So you could see the original picture with it. So that's another benefit of being a member of the Kriya Yoga Masterclass.
Yeah, I think it would be an honor to get a spiritual name, but I don't know. I still have a lot of work to do before that would happen. But
Well, when you're ready, let me know.
I don't know. I've been thinking about the deity that I most resonate with. I think it's Parvati, but I didn't want to take her name. So I was just looking through Sanskrit names, and the name Gauri came up, and I looked it up, and
Sorry.
Gauri, yeah, that she's the white, brilliant, beautiful, enlightened one, and it also means earth. So I was thinking maybe that's, I don't know, I was thinking maybe that's supposed to be my name, but I don't know. I'm putting too much into it, but I like the name Gauri. So
Yeah,
I
the
don't
place
know.
I went to, Satupan Lake, was called Gary Sankara Pitam, which means the place where God sits, you know?
Oh,
So I like that too, you know? So maybe they were talking about that God, right?
yeah. Yeah, and
Pitam means like a seat that yogis sit where they're kind of elevated from the floor. So
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, I'm playing around with it, but I like that name. So yeah, I don't
okay,
know.
great.
We have a lot of comments. I'll go back over here. So I kind of got off
Okay.
track. Um, oh, the TV, Chosen. The Chosen is a TV series about the story of Jesus Christ, if I'm not mistaken, and the acting is amazing. I really wanted to watch it as well. Ooh, it sounds like a good
The
show.
Chosen. Well, you know, we love Jesus. We call him Yeshua in the yoga tradition. We love Jesus over here. And my guru would say that he's a yogi. So these powers he got from his yogic practice. I told a story before when I went to HydroCon. There was a tree in the middle of the water, a big tree. And I asked, Baba, what is that tree doing out in the middle of the water? He said, that is Yeshua's tree. And I said, Yeshua, you mean Jesus? He was like, yeah, that's Jesus' tree. Why did he call it Jesus' tree? Because when he came to India, he meditated under that tree. So I basically wanted to see for myself. So I had to swim out in the middle of the raging river to get to that tree. But eventually, after a couple tries, because you had to float, the river is like really moving. So you had to start up here and kind of float down to the tree. Because I was like, Baba, you want to go with me to the tree? He was like, no. I was like, Ved Mooney, you want to go? No. All right, I'm going to go by myself. So I
Yeah,
got in the water and floated. I floated past a couple times. So I learned from my mistakes. And eventually I got to that tree. And I would definitely say it has divine vibration. Let's say it like that. So in our Christmas class, we did a whole class on Jesus, celebrating the great Yeshua, and we gave mantra diksha for Yeshua, which is Jesus. And yeah, in Kriya Yoga, we love Jesus. So if you go to SRF, Self-Realization Fellowship, they have a picture of Jesus right next to Babaji and Yukteswar and Krishna and Yogananda and Lahiri Messiah. So we always look to connect with Christ consciousness, which is a technique I showed in the Christmas class. So Christ consciousness is a very beautiful meditation and a very beautiful way to connect to Christ consciousness in Kriya Yoga. So I really enjoy that. So we really enjoy the higher enlightened energy of Yeshua, Jesus, in our Kriya Yoga practice. Let's say it like that. So any TV show about Jesus,
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
I like it. I'm going to watch it.
I was curious, did anybody get video of you trying to get to Yeshua's tree when you were trying to like swim to it? I don't know if that was...
No,
that seems like it would be epic.
I actually have videos of me and my, well, I have photos. I don't know if I have a video. Me, my guru, Ved Muni, swimming in that lake. So it's not a lake, it's a river, right? So
Yeah.
like I have pictures of it. I might have a picture of the actual tree from afar.
Oh, nice.
Right? Let me think about that, and I got to look through my pictures. But I know I definitely have a picture of me and Hydra Baba's ashram. Like they have a yagna. They have what's called a dooni, which is basically a yagna, and we're sitting around there. I think I have video of that too, actually, and like of Hydra the whole ashram. So
wow, yeah, you have endless things to show us. Love it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of me and Hydrocon with my guru,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm excited.
yeah. Some things you can take pictures and some things you can't.
Yeah.
So there were certain points in my Himalayan travels where I couldn't take pictures. My camera didn't work or whatever. So I didn't try to make sense of it or try to fix my camera. I just like, whatever. Okay. This doesn't need to be documented. So maybe that was one of those,
Yeah. As some enlightened beings, you can't.
quite an adventure. So
yeah.
So yeah, just imagine Vedagurudev in a raging river floating past the Jesus's tree, Yeshua's tree, a couple times. And I lost my sandals. So
oh no.
Yeah, so I had to walk across those rocks a couple times, but it was worth it to get to Jesus's tree.
Yeah. The pain was worth it.
It was all worth it in the end, right? Maybe Jesus said, this guy is trying way too hard to get to my tree. All right, you just get here, This guy won't give up, I earned it, yeah, I guess.
Let's see. Mr. Blonde, for those who want to help others, life can test you. It will test your patience and compassion. Keep up the good work no matter what.
Well said, Mr. Blonde, Johnny. Yeah, I agree with you. They say in yoga, every day is a test as a yogi. And that's why I live by. Like, well, I guess it's one of those tests today, but you just got to keep a smile on your face and keep persevering and going no matter what, right? So no matter what test or what obstacle they throw at you, you just overcome it. And like my guru used to say, peaks and valleys, Vedagurudev. Like I got to the top of one mountain and I was like, whew, we made it. And they like looked at each other, and all the yogis looked at each other. They're like, 20 kilometers that way. I was like, okay, well, let's get to it. So when you go up the Himalayan mountains, you go up to a peak, you come down to a valley, up to a peak. So it's a good symbolization of life, peaks and valleys, right? So no matter what life throws at you, keep a smile on your face, keep a good disposition, keep a good mindset, and just overcome it and laugh at it like the joke it is. Like, this is almost a joke to me. This is kindergarten to me. I slept in a Himalayan cave for a long time. This is easy street for me. Go back to that last quote. What did Mr. Blonde say?
He was talking to Tibor. When I was younger, Tibor, I could do it all the time. People thought I was the devil. It's overrated. Few people will actually listen to your advice. You don't need to be psychic to give good advice. True.
Yeah, so that's why we say in yoga, we only talk to people that can hear what we're saying. So like, people like to see magic tricks, but they don't need to see magic tricks. They either believe it or they don't. So like, you don't need to waste your time trying to impress people that don't need to be impressed, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like, if you have these CDs, these divine gifts, only share them with divine people. The people that can't hear or see what you're doing don't need to see it anyway. And they're gonna make up stories about you anyway. They're gonna say, how could I say, a lower frequency mind can't understand higher frequency concepts. So they're gonna try to drag you into the mud and call you, like what Donnie say. They called him a devil. They're gonna try to call you a witch, or say you're doing black magic, because their peanut little brain can't understand higher frequency actions. So no need to show people who can't understand what you're doing or explain it to them. It's in the Himalayan mountains, my guru used to say, this is between you and God, right? So anytime I would see a CD, I wouldn't tell anybody. It's like our secret. Me, you, and God saw this. That's it.
Yeah.
And I find it highly unlikely. You couldn't really tell anybody unless God permitted that. Let's say it like that. They used to say that in the Himalayan mountains all the time. The only reason you could come here, because God cleared the path for you to come here, or Babaji cleared the path for you to come here. If Babaji didn't come here, you wouldn't be able to get here, if he didn't clear the path. So they kind of have that mindset, like, we only show people who can understand what we're doing, or we only show people higher frequency concepts to higher frequency beings who can understand the concept, right? And not get attached to it, because a couple of times I try to ask some questions, and my guru would always be like, keep moving, no questions needed,
Yeah, don't get attached.
Don't get attached. Keep moving, like, but Baba, that guy just levitated. I didn't see anything. You saw something? What levitation?
Yeah. Nothing to see here.
Okay. Nothing to see here. Yeah, that's exactly what he would say. Nothing to see here. Keep moving. Nothing to see here. So it helped cultivate a good mindset of, don't try to make too much sense of it. It's good for them, but the really ultimate goal is your self-realization, your inner work, what you do, So that really helped. It showed me the possibilities, like a breadcrumb, or like the road sign, but it was like, this is what can happen if you get to a certain higher frequency. But this isn't the ultimate goal. It's almost like a byproduct, or like a signpost that you're on the right track. But don't get attached to any of this, And you'd you begin to realize, like I said before, who wants CDs? The short answer, the ego. The long answer, nobody. So you begin to realize, like, what are you going to do with this? And this is almost kind of your ego tricking you, like, oh, now you could levitate. You need to show people. Go on David Letterman and show them you can levitate. Levitate off his desk. You know, it's your ego trying to trick you. And if you kind of go towards that ego play, it'll dissipate and it probably won't come back, right? Like I gave you a chance to levitate and you blew it, you know?
Yeah.
So
like, put a quarter in me. I'll perform for you. Tricks.
Yeah. And one of my favorite stories, I was telling Ved Mooney this the other day when I talked to him. This guy practiced the CD of levitation for 9 years, right? And he could float over water by levitating. And one day Buddha came and he said, Buddha, I've been practicing the CD of levitation for 9 years. Let me demonstrate. So he floated across the water and he came back and said, what do you think? Buddha looked at him kind of puzzled and he said, why would you waste 9 years of your life trying to levitate when the ferry is just a nickel? So it's a good representation, like, why waste your life on these magical powers when you could just go across the water for 5 rupees, you know, on a ferry? So these are not the end games. These are like byproducts. So when you really focus on your sadhana, these things happen indirectly, right? And you kind of don't get attached to it. You're like, oh, that's cool. All right, keep moving. What does this change? Nothing really. It's not the end goal. It's not. I don't stop here. I just keep going. Like it's almost like a confirmation or a signpost. Like I'm on the right path. Okay, cool. This sadness really working. You know, I'm getting byproducts just by doing it, but I'm still going to do my sadhana. Not for this. It just kind of happens, you know. And I think it's almost a test too to see what you do. Also, like if you don't get attached, if you get attached to it and you try to go down that rabbit hole and make sense of it, it might never happen to you again. If you're not attached to it, like whatever, it'll probably happen more often. Let's say, I would say that in my opinion, in my case. So I told the story before. I saw a ferry in the Himalayan mountains. I didn't go try to ask it questions. We have a rule in the Himalayan mountains, like a 20 feet rule, right? We keep our distance and they keep their distance. I looked at it for a half a second, just went back in my cave and went back to sleep, you know? So
that's good.
I don't think these entities feel comfortable around me because I don't kiss and tell, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I just whatever. Okay, that was cool. You know, I saw a ferry, but you know, like Paul was trying to ask me descriptions about it. I was like, I don't know, a bunch of lights floating around. You know, some I don't know, some different kind of lights, some kind of wings. I don't know. I wasn't too close. I didn't really pay it too much mind. You know, I just kind of looked at it and said, ferry, cool. Going to sleep.
Yeah. And nowadays everybody wants to pull out their phone and take a video or pictures of it, but maybe
I didn't do any of that, you know.
Yeah, you're in the moment.
Right. I just enjoyed the moment and like, cool, you know. So no, I even if I probably took a picture, it probably wouldn't have came out anyway. Something would have happened. My camera wouldn't have worked. I can't explain this either, but there've been certain times where I wanted to take a picture or something and it didn't work. So I didn't get attached to it. Like, what happened? You know, I just like, all right, it's not meant to be taken a picture of. Cool. You know, I'm gonna thank you for that blessing. I'm glad Fairy visited me. Whatever. I don't even know, male, female, who knows? I couldn't make out any details. Let's say some wings and some lights. Let's say, you know.
Yeah.
Bigger than a firefly. It wasn't a firefly, let's say it like that, you know?
I don't know, maybe it's better
I'm-
if being held in your memories. So
Yeah, probably. It's not tarnished in my memory. I
yeah,
make it however I want.
yeah,
Oh, Tinkerbell visited me, No talk, no nothing, just some lights and some wings, I guess,
yeah,
floating around, Cool.
yeah. There's magic in the world. Albert
Magic in the world.
Albert Saps cracks me up. He says, "I'd rather go with the yogi that has no car at all rather than the one with a Bentley." True.
Bingo, right? Yeah. That's a good one. Albert got some good metaphors. I like that
Yeah,
Detroit one, right? Well, I take a
yeah,
bus to Detroit when you're in Detroit. Good one. Uh,
yeah.
I'd rather go with the yogi with no car. Yep, most yogis have no car than a one with a Bentley. I guess he's talking about Osho. I think he had 99 Bentleys. So true, a yogi who has renounced the world and became a sannyasi and has no car and just walks around India is more enlightened than a yogi who is attached to materialism.
Yeah.
True.
See, Mr. Blonde says, update. Even though I could talk with spirits and see the future, the only thing I ever prayed for was love. I didn't feel
Mm,
love, so I became jealous and lost the gift. Inner peace and love is the best.
true. Well put, Donnie, Mr. Blonde. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would agree. There's a story in Autobiography of a Yogi where a guy had the CD of he was able to take things, like he was able to steal things, right? And one day he came across, like he was able to reach in your pocket invisibly and take your money. Let's say it like that.
Mm,
One day he came across a man and he tried to take his rupees and he wasn't able to. And he began to realize that that person was God. And God basically said, I didn't give you this CD so you could perform magic tricks and hurt
mm,
people and steal stuff. So you no longer have this CD. This is not what it was given for. It wasn't given. It's not a circus trick. It's not a way to hurt people or steal their money or for you to get rich. It's a way for you to help people. And if you're not helping people, you no longer have it. I take it from you. So that's basically kind of sums up the story, like what Donnie is saying, that if you get angry or you don't see the blessing in getting these powers, talking to spirits or these different CD powers, if you get too attached to it and it doesn't get you into a higher, loving, elevated state, then it might not be there tomorrow. Let's say it
yeah.
like that. So
That's a
yeah,
good
I would
lesson.
agree. If you get some kind of yogic CD powers, treat it as treasure and a blessing and cultivate it, enhance it, and try to help as many people with love as you can with that CD power. I would definitely say that is a true blessing.
Tibor says, I'd love to achieve the title too. If he's talking about the name Diksha, is that what he?
I have a feeling you're all gonna achieve it one day. When
Yeah.
the time is right, you'll be there. So, so like I told Veronica, keep it in the back of your mind, Tibor. What name would make you feel the best? Because I was telling Veronica, I'd rather you choose your name like Yogananda than me give you a name that you don't feel comfortable with. I want you to feel proud of a name that uplifts you and helps you jump out of bed every morning like, I'm alive,
Yeah.
I'm Gary Saraswati
Yeah.
Ananda, like, yeah, woo, I won the
Yeah.
lottery. So that would be the best name, Diksha.
Yeah, maybe I'll sign all my spiritual paintings with that name.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
like,
why not?
yeah.
Embrace it. And
Let's see, Mr. Blonde. Regarding the money, Tibor, David Blaine is a great example. Let your inner soul shine. and act with love and charity. All your needs will be met. Yes.
True.
Yeah.
I would definitely say, if you're trying to manifest it with love and no attachment, helping to uplift other people. That would be the true blessing. To kind of, because how could I say this? Some things you think you want, you don't really need. And when you go through the manifestation process, you begin to see that you don't really want that, right? Like, you're not prepared to do the work to get to that place. And even when you get to that place, you don't realize you want that. Sometimes your mind tricks you, like, wouldn't it be nice to win the California lottery? But then you kind of realize the work to get to that place isn't worth the payoff, right? And it would more stroke your ego than help people. Let's say it like that. If you won the California lottery and you gave it to an orphanage, then God would be like, this guy deserves that, or something like that. So, like, how could I say, like he said, David Blaine has these gifts because he began to cultivate it with love instead of ego or materialism or darkness. So, like, if you have that right perspective, then you'd be surprised the things you could achieve. And sometimes you do so much inner work that deities or Babaji or God is kind of waiting for you to ask for something. Like in my case, I don't ever ask for anything. I thank God for the job he's doing. God is doing the best job out of anybody. So all the glory to God. He is the greatest. So, like, if I ask for something, it's usually not for me. It's for somebody else to save their life. Like, our members know what I'm talking about. So I don't know how that came together, but
Yeah.
this is not for me. This is for a child. So they could live a long, healthy life. What do I need? I don't need anything. God has given me too much already. So if I ask for something, they're probably ever ready to help me or clear the path. Let's say I might think it goes this way. It might go this way, but same end result. Let's say it like that. So I would
Tibor.
definitely say, oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were done with your thought. I'm sorry. Go on. I was just going to say, Tibor says, Vedagurudev is my guru.
Jai Babaji.
My guru too.
Oh, I accept. Babaji is my guru and Swami Vedananda is my guru. So I was telling Veronica before, in the yogic tradition, well, I named it this. It's called hot potato. So when somebody says, you are my guru, I say, no, they are the guru, right? And they say they are the guru. And basically, eventually, it just gets back to Babaji and like, yep, Jai Babaji.
Jai Babaji.
So I pass the hot potato to my guru, and he passes the hot potato to his guru, and they pass the hot potato. It either goes back to Babaji or it goes all the way back to the first guru, Adi Yogi, which is Shiva. So, or Agastya, right? It depends how far you want to pass the hot potato back. The hot potato back to Shiva might take a couple of years. The hot potato back to my guru just takes 1 second.
I don't know. This is well said. Tibor says, name diksha equals authority. Authenticity.
Yeah, I would say there's very few people who have named diksha, and those people who have named diksha probably earned it, in my opinion. So it does give you some kind of authenticity, some kind of authority.
And Tibor says, I feel the love. Thank you. It resonates. Aww.
Love you, Tibor. Love all of our Kriya Yoga School members. Love the whole world. Love YouTube. Love everybody. That goes back to one of my other teachings. Love is unlimited. Love wholeheartedly. It's not 5 beans in your hand. It's unlimited. So give as much love as possible. You get love. 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 I don't know about you. Okay, you get love too. You get love. You get love. You get love. I'm the Oprah Winfrey of unconditional love. Love for you. 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 Love, 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 love. The whole universe, love.
Okay. Mr. Blonde, you cracked me up. I need to get Samuel L. Jackson to teach yoga. I'm tired of these effing yogas on this effing mountain.
Yeah. Well, that would be a harsh yogi right there with his stick, right? You know, like when he said Samuel L. Jackson, I was like, is he going to put the MF in it? I guess he is, you know? Yeah. There's no way to talk about Samuel Jackson without the MF, and if you know what I'm saying. So I'm tired of these MF and yogis on this MF and mountain.
Get off my mountain.
I would more put it like I'm tired of these backpackers or these non-higher frequency beings on my mountain, but tomato, tomato.
P.S. I'm on the path to beat you as the worst guru. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, you got some high competition because I am the worst guru.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, everything you could probably do wrong, I did wrong before I got on the Kriya yoga path. You know, I treated my body like an amusement park. I did a lot of stuff I'm not proud of, you know, but if I could do it, you definitely could do it, Donnie. So I give my title, the worst guru in the world, to you if you want it.
Well, the best teacher that's walked the path. I've been where you've been, so that's good.
Yeah, I have a good perspective because I can relate. I've been where you've been. So anytime any of our members ask any questions, I said I had way worse questions than this. You know, I asked the exact same questions when I was on the path, and so I understand completely. So there is no wrong questions. Ask away.
Ask away. I have not been to the Saturday class yet. What does it entail?
So our Saturday class, we basically, it's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you can't make it to our Saturday class, we have it on demand, like recorded in our classroom, right? So you just go to the classroom, and you could watch there's a YouTube live stream, which is only available to our members, or you could watch when I upload it. I like edit it a little bit, you know? So I like put some titles on it and some stuff at the end. So it basically, our class, we teach 2 new techniques every week. We'll have 2 new techniques this week. And the week after, we review those 2 techniques. We ask questions. We do mantra japa. We have our sacred mantras at the end of each class. What else we do in our class?
We just
Veronica?
do a lot of questions and answers. At the beginning, you ask us like if we have any questions about any other classes or techniques we learned that we want to review in addition. Yeah, and we start each class with the Purna Sudi in the beginning. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like another satsang.
Yeah, and I demonstrate the asanas. I can't do here because it's too small. So I have a pre-recorded video, and I ask questions about it where it basically demonstrates it. And these videos are also in our classroom. So if you want to watch it back, yeah, and I give like a guided meditation or guided pranayama. We do mantra japa where all of our students can join in. You know, we say Babaji's phone number, Om Kriya Babaji Nam Om. So we all join in, we all say it, and we collectively uplift each other with our mantra japa. You know, and one of our members, Hassan, brings his daughter, which is very beautiful. So she says the mantra japa. She looks forward to it. So that's a beautiful
she's very
thing.
excited.
So, yeah, it's a profound class. I would say if you can make it, that's great. It's better live, but if you can't make it, you could always watch it back. I always send all of our members the link, like it would say like class 60 in our classroom, and you click on that link and it'll take you right to it. It also comes with the PDF, which has all the techniques in text form. So that's good too. So yeah, so it's a great class. We welcome all of our members to join us whenever they're available.
Yeah, I think the classes are important because we learn, what whatever technique you're teaching us from the fivefold, but we get to ask you as many questions as we want about it. So, yeah, from what you've told us.
And any questions you have, I'm an open book. Ask me whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be about the technique. It could be about life in general, anything.
Yeah.
I'm also a trained Kriya yoga therapist.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'll help you overcome whatever you need to overcome to the best I can.
Yeah, peaks and valleys.
And also, send in your request for our yagna. It's Sunday, right? The 27th. Yeah. So as a benefit for all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members, they send in all their problems and I burn it up in the fire. So I do a private yagna holy fire ritual where I burn up all our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members' problems in the holy yagna fire.
Yeah, it's really powerful to see your requests get burned up. I don't know. That's one of my favorite things in the school. So it feels like it's disappearing.
Watch it all go up in smoke. It no longer serves you. Goodbye.
Swaha. Oh, this is something I'm curious about. Do you speak any other languages from Mr. Blonde?
Me?
Yes. Did you pick up anything?
Just English. I guess like a little Sanskrit or Hindi, a little bit, but not. Oh, I speak Thai. I speak Thai. Okay, I wouldn't say super fluent, but enough to get around. I speak Thai, so English, Thai, a little Hindi, I guess. Enough to get around. I mean, I'm kind of fluent in Thai. I've been here so long, though. I say Put Thai, Nit Noi, Khao Jai Thai, Nit Mak Ma, which means I speak Thai a little bit. I understand Thai a lot. So that's the way I would explain it. So they always
bad
get a
about
kick
you,
out of
that.
You'll know. Right. If they're talking bad, I know, right? So,
Mm-hmm. See, Mr. Blonde, I had a dream last night that I had to exorcise an evil spirit who was trying to kill my family and pets. Instantly, I detached from the world, so I knew it had no power over me and commanded it to leave. That's powerful.
Yeah, so if you have a bad dream, let me see. In about 4 classes ago, one of our other members, Mariana, said she had bad dreams, that a negative entity was trying to attack her. So I gave mantra diksha, which is Agastya. So when Shiva got married to Parvati in the north of India, he sent Agastya as his policeman to kill the demons or fight the demons. So when I got on the path of Kriya Yoga and I was having bad dreams, my guru gave me this mantra. He gave me mantra diksha for Agastya. And this really helps. So if you have negative entities attacking you, say this mantra as many times as you can, and he'll kill the demons in your dreams. Let's say they'll never come back. So I'll send this to you in the school chat, Donnie, so you can have it. And let me see. I got a picture of Agastir here. So this is Agastir, Shiva's policeman. So yeah,
got a
I'll
big
give you
appetite.
his. He likes to eat demons, you know. So I'll give you Agastier's mantra. It's called a Shakti mantra, which is Shakti is like your inner energy. So it's more of a silent internal mantra, but it's really powerful when you say it internally. So and yeah, just I would just say this, and you'll be surprised how fast these demons run for cover, or whoever attacked you in your dream, these astral parasites or whatever.
And then he says that he felt like the spirit was pretending to be Yaldabaoth, but it called itself Zordon, like from the Power Rangers. Very evil presence. Ugh.
Mm. Okay, well, I don't know who
Get that
Yagabla is or Raja, but yeah.
Yeah, Zordon. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
When you first get on the path, these astral parasites or these lower frequency beings see the opportunity to attack you, right? Because when you get so far down the path, they have no chance. So this happens to everybody, kind of like your ego doesn't want to die. So it kind of makes it hard for you to get on the spiritual path. It puts up blockages or roadblocks or resistance. So like this happened to me for sure. This is how I got this Agastya mantra. So just realize you are in control, and with Agastya's mantra, they definitely won't come back. So I'll definitely, when I finish here, I'll send that to you on the school chat in our school classroom. Because whatever name they come by, like my guru used to say, if God comes, open the door. Don't leave God out in the cold and rain. If your ego comes, leave him outside in the cold and rain. So we basically put up a force field over our house or over our place, our ashram, a place where we lay our head. So negative entities aren't welcome. So it'd be my pleasure to help kill this demon or whatever it is, get out your life, Donnie. Because that I look forward to dancing, right? Like, you want to dance? Oh, you came to the right place. I got you, you know? So when you have these tools in your toolbox, like in our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, you know exactly what to do. Oh, demon want to dance today? Oh, you're coming in my dreams? Oh, you think I'm vulnerable here? My guru used to say, when we have bad dreams, we don't hide under our bed. The demons hide under our bed. So we're looking for that opportunity. Like, oh, you think it's a game over here? You came to the wrong house tonight, brother. Let's dance. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't know you had Agastya in your pocket. Well, now you know. Goodbye.
Yeah, never mind.
So we're always like burning away the evil spirits. We have mantras and everything to get them out of our life. So
I have a really good question for you. I'm actually curious too. I've been thinking of environment and cleansing a lot. Living in the heart of the city feels so different to being in nature. How could we make sure, no matter where we are, we stay high vibrational?
So this reminds me of a story my guru told me. He said, anybody can master meditation in the cave or the forest or the Himalayan mountains. But when you really master yourself, you can meditate in the heart of the city or New Delhi or Times Square or wherever. So I always try to keep that perspective, like every day is a test as a yogi, and no matter where I'm at, I'm going to keep my disposition and keep my inner mindset and my state where nothing can bother me. no matter if I'm in the heart of the city or I'm in peaceful nature. I still keep that unshakable kind of mindset. So it takes some practice, it takes some mastery to come to this point, but it's definitely possible. When my guru told me I need to be in the world but not of the world, I didn't look forward to it. I wanted to stay in the mountains of the Himalayan mountains in peace and serenity. So, but I understood later that it was a good way for me to test my mindset and my inner being. Because if I could master the chaotic, distracting Maya delusional world, then I can master anything. And if I could have the right mindset to carry my Himalayan mindset to the busy traffic streets of New Delhi, then I could keep my mindset anywhere. It's always with me. It never leaves me. So I don't really need nature, or I don't really need the city to keep an unshakable disposition. Like I told a story earlier on here, like my guru said, I don't know why all these backpackers come to India. Just go in your closet, close the door, and be alone with yourself. So I kind of keep that mindset. No matter where I'm at, the big city or the forest, I still have the same unshakable mindset that can't be shaken. So it's nice to be in the higher vibrations, but you really test yourself and you really come to the point of mastery when you don't have those higher vibrations, because you don't have that crutch or that comfort to fall back on, right? It's just you alone with the chaos. And that's when you really test your mastery of higher frequencies and a more conscious mindset. So like I said before, Ramayana Maharishi, when asked by the newspaper in India, he said, how would you define enlightenment? He said, nothing can bother me anymore. So no matter what happens, I'm unbothered by anything. I'm unbothered by the city. I'm unbothered by nature. I just keep a blissful kind of aura around me, a blissful kind of glow and a radiance that can't be shaken no matter where I'm at. I carry that with me no matter what. So like I was saying, I have a temple in my car, and when I drive, the seas part and they just let me drive straight. So if you have that right mindset, you'd be surprised how much chaos and distractions you could overcome just by being in the right mindset. So this takes a little bit of mastery, and the more you meditate and the more you do your breath work and calm your mind and still your mind, the easier it will be to get there. So I would say, I don't know if you're new to Kriya Yoga, join our free Kriya Yoga school, which is freekriyayogamasterclass.com. We have some beginner techniques that will definitely help calm your mind and get you into a peaceful state. And once you graduate from those classes, if you want to come join us at our paid Kriya Yoga school, it's Kriya Yoga Masterclass. And in the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, that's where I really give you the techniques that help you overcome. The free one is just a basic framework to give you an idea what Kriya Yoga is really about before you go up to the Masterclass. That's when we really get to work. So up to you if you want to do it by yourself. freekriyayogamasterclass.com. That's a good one. But if you want some coaching and you want some help and you want to walk this journey together with me and all of our Kriya Yoga School members and our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, kriyayogamasterclass.com. And I will gladly help you overcome and solve all the problems you want. Or if you want, get on a call with me, book a call with me. Also, Kriya Yoga Masterclass. I'll go on a call with you and I'll help solve all the problems you're facing. And let's get to work and let's overcome whatever doesn't serve you or whatever you're going through in the present moment. Let's get over it.
All right.
Let me put my feet down.
Yeah, relax. Relax yourself. Let me see. I lost my spot. Let me see. This is an interesting thought. You can't explain a rainbow to a dog because dogs only can see in sepia, no colors.
Well, that depends how you define it, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. You can't speak to people that can't hear, but like, I have the perspective that a dog might be more enlightened than me.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the distractions, so they don't have the conscious way of thinking of trying to discern the logical mind. So I always tell Veronica, be more like your cat. Your cat just enjoys the sun, eats food, goes to sleep. It's a blissful existence. You don't have to think. Your cat doesn't care who's president. Your cat doesn't care what Kim Kardashian wore to the Grammy. Just be a pure soul as much as possible.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
I
Speaking of
understand what you're
yeah.
saying.
I don't know, animals being enlightened, like I always like observe a person's character by the way animals treat how an animal treats a human. If the animal doesn't like the human, I'm like, huh, maybe there's a reason why this animal does not like this person. So
Yeah, the animal senses you need to do more inner work,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is kind of funny. Haha, yes, I meant Osho. I think he was referring to like a guru that
Yeah,
has a Bentley.
right. I think the story goes he had 99 Rolls Royces that were given to him.
Yeah.
So
What do
in
you need
his
99?
ashram in Oregon, they made a documentary about it. It's called Wild Wild Country, you know?
Yeah.
So there are examples of rogue yogis who have taken their blessings and use it for financial gain.
Yeah. Gave gurus a bad name.
A black eye to the yogic tradition. But it's okay. I mean, you need that polarity, good with bad, right?
Yeah.
So
I know I asked you this question a long time ago, but let me see. Did you or anyone put small pebbles in your mouth to help you keep samadhi? Or what about insects, ants, or having to go to the restroom during long meditation?
no. So Veronica sent me this pebble video that this guy said Babaji had a pebble in his mouth and it got him to samadhi, which I find very unlikely because Babaji is the highest enlightened being. And to think he would need a pebble to get into samadhi is almost like a joke, right? Babaji don't need nothing to get in a state of samadhi. So all these pebbles or insects or ants, they would be distractions. And when you go into a state of samadhi, you want to be clear of all distractions. You want nothing to be in your mind or in your inner space. So they would use nothing external. So anybody said that anybody did this, I find it highly unlikely, and I've never seen it because they want no distractions, like even the Himalayan cave, they want it to be as plain as possible. So there's nothing for the yogi's monkey mind to attach to because it's trying and you want to give it nothing that it could attach to. So when you go into a state of samadhi, there's a state of emptiness or nothingness, right? So you wouldn't want to have nothing to focus on in samadhi for sure. So you would do what's called in the beginning called suddhi, which is purifying and cleansing everything. So you would get all thoughts out your mind, all external things out of your space. You would get everything out. You just want to be totally clear. So the only connection you have is the oneness with God. So yeah, Veronica sent me this video and she asked me about it before, like a pebble in your mouth, which sounds totally funny to me, like almost like a joke, right? Like whoever said this, I would get far away from them as possible. They don't know what they're talking about, I could say for sure I've met hundreds of thousands of yogis and I've never seen it, like zero, right? they're trying to get stuff away from them. They're not trying to bring stuff into their space. So for sure, you would definitely, I mean, just think about it. Like, step away from the TV a second. You're going into the breathless state of communion with God, right? As they call it, right? You're trying to slow your breath and go into nothingness, emptiness. Do you really want a pebble in your mouth? If you're forgetting to breathe and that pebble goes into your windpipe, you're dead. You know? So they want no distractions, like nothing, right? Like, I know for a fact, they're like, my guru used to say, go down to your basement, clean the house, because we're going into samadhi tonight, right? So it's basically like, pebble away, all these distractions, all these thoughts, everything got to be gone before we go into samadhi, because you don't want any of this following you into samadhi. You want to be as totally clear and as blank as possible. So like a pebble would just be a major monkey mind distraction. So I definitely wouldn't. I can't verify that information because I've never seen anybody do it. And anybody who says that Babaji or somebody did that, I'd be totally skeptical of them because I've never seen it. And if I told this story around the Yagna fire to other yogis, they would laugh so hard they would just roll on the ground. It would be the biggest joke to them. You know, I already know, right? Like I saw on the internet that a yogi put a pebble in his mouth. Babaji, exactly. Babaji, you sure? Babaji.
He doesn't need no pebble.
Right. Babaji don't. This guy, Vedagurudev, you're such a comedian. Oh, come on. Babaji putting a pebble in his mouth? You think Babaji needs a pebble to go into samadhi? Are you crazy? So they definitely, and like, yeah, like ants or insects, like having to use the bathroom. I mean, ants or insects, that would just be another major distraction. You want no distraction. So like I said, you're going to your basement, you're cleaning out your mind before you go into samadhi. It's a whole cleansing, purifying process called Sudhi, where you're basically let go, detach, let go, detach, let go, detach, let go, detach. There's an ant over there, detach, let go. There's a pebble over there, detach, let go. There's a bird in the sky, detach, let go, detach, let go. No thoughts, ready for samadhi, you know? So that's basically their kind of mindset. So like, I don't know what he means by insects or ants, like
maybe during
like
meditation. Yeah, I think that's what he meant.
So you reach such a. I told a story before. I indirectly fasted for 5 days because I was in samadhi. It wasn't because I wanted to eat. You're just in a higher state where nothing matters, right? You thin your breath so much that it looks like you're not even breathing. That's why they call it the breathless state of communion with God, because you calm your mind and you calm your body and your breath so much that you don't even realize anything. So I didn't even eat for 5 days because I didn't even know what eating was when I was in there. So there's been many cases. Ramayana Maharishi, he went in the basement of the temple and he was eating. He was getting bit by rats all night, and he didn't even feel it. So you don't even feel it, and you don't use the bathroom for 5 days. I didn't use the bathroom for 5 days. Like, how is that possible? I don't know. I was in a higher plane where I didn't care about nothing. So you wouldn't care about ants, rats, bathroom, food, weather, time. None of that matters inside real samadhi, for sure. So I would definitely say it doesn't matter at all.
Well, that would be like a sign that you're doing meditation well when nothing really nothing in the outside world bothers you.
Yeah, I would definitely say, like Ramayana Maharishi said, nothing could bother me anymore. So you don't care about anything. Like you're existing in a state of being where you don't even realize you're existing in a state of being. So none of these external things have any meaning when you're in a true state of samadhi. Let's say food, bathroom, insects, time, I don't know, night or day. You can't tell. I couldn't tell anything. Like when I was in, I thought it was 15 minutes. It was 5 days. So I had no grasp of time or anything when I was in samadhi.
I don't know who this is. I relate more to Aguila Mala. I'm not even saying that right. Do you know how to say that?
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is either. Aguila Mala. Aguila Mala. Mr. Blonde, maybe type it out, the explanation. Okay.
Noel says Mr. Blonde says that Noel says I talk too much and ask too many questions and I'm annoying. Thanks, Noel. I don't think you're annoying.
Yeah, you're not annoying, Donnie. Ask as many questions as you want, you know? We're open book. We answer all questions, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're helping me. I only have so many questions. Let me see, what's the next one? I like listening to you all of you guys. Haha. I was just thinking I must be more quiet and reflective for a balancing reason. I like bringing balance. It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, when we're finished, you could take all the time you need to contemplate and reflect. And once all your questions, I asked my guru one time, like, how will I know when I'm enlightened? He's like, when you have no more questions. And then walked away. Ask all the questions you want, get it all out your system, then you could reach that state of enlightenment where you don't have any questions in your mind. And you'll have a dynamic and profound meditation.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Noelle, Mr. Blonde says, Noelle says she hates children, animals, and other races. How can she get on the path, right path? Joking. Okay, he's just joking. Seeing if she's paying attention. Okay. I was like, this is getting heated. I'm like, okay.
We have some conflict in the YouTube chat.
Like, we're supposed to be peaceful. Okay, last comment. When I'm fishing and the pond is too small, detach and let go. Or I don't know, I see that emoji. Is that a fish? When I'm fishing and the fish is too small, detach and let go.
True. Detach and let go no matter how big the fish is. It doesn't serve you. Yeah, so when you're fishing, you're looking for something. When you're detaching and let go, you're not looking for anything. You're just letting everything go. So when the fish is too small, just detach and let it go. I agree. Good point. Detach, big fish, small fish, whale, shark, every fish, everything. Detach and let it all go. That's how these yogis reach a state of samadhi. They let everything go. Like I said, so they don't want to carry anything with them. They're traveling light in samadhi, no baggage, right? So no thoughts of fish, no thoughts of anything inside samadhi. So detach, let it go. Sudhi. Day 1 on Kriya Yoga initiation. Thought comes in your mind, detach, let go, 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 detach, let go. Clear. Now it's time to meditate. No thoughts, completely blank, clear. And this is when you have profound meditations. You don't want any of these thoughts coming into your meditation. You want to be completely blank, alone with God, having tea in your meditation.
So I hear like a lot of people say NPC player, non-player character. Have you ever come across people that just felt soulless to you? I don't know if you think that really exists. Like there are people.
I mean, I would say I was an NPC before I got on the path of Kriya Yoga. I was regurgitating the narrative. I was a good NPC. I was a good slave. I was a good cog in the matrix, whatever you want to call it. That's what I was, you know. I regurgitated the narrative, you know. I was a good NPC, as you would say. So, I mean, now I would say higher frequency beings can't relate to lower frequency beings. Like dogs can't relate to cats. If you know what I'm saying, it's certain times I'll go to places and I don't like the energy and I'll just leave. I don't really try to make sense of it or ask why. I just kind of like, doesn't feel right. And I just walk out. Like, I don't like the energy in here. Could it be I'm not relating to NPCs the way I used to? Could be,
Yeah.
you know? I just, my guru used to say, Vedagurudev, you wear all white. Don't roll in the mud with the pigs, if you know what I'm saying. You don't want to get your white clothes dirty.
I'll
So
drag you down.
people who have lower frequency thoughts or emotions, you just can't relate to them anymore, right? So you can't resonate with it. Like, no matter how hard I try, right now I cannot watch a horror movie. It's like sticking my finger in a light socket. Like, can't do it. I don't know why. I used to enjoy those scary movies, but now I just can't relate to it. It's almost like sleeping in a trash can, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I just can't relate to violence or harm or I don't know, murder or, you know, any of this stuff. Like, it doesn't relate to me no more. So it's very hard. Like, I don't know. I tried to watch the Squid Games and I was like, I can't do it. You know?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Can't do it. You know, like even like watching it, I'm doing something else. I'm watching yoga videos out the corner of my eyes. I was like, I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So you begin to get to a level where lower frequencies you can't relate to it. It doesn't vibe with you anymore, you know? So you kind of begin to more witness it as detached. Like, nah, I can't relate no more. Something like that.
I think here's a question along the lines of what you're talking about. Like, what do you think that like the stages are of enlightenment? Like, I don't know, like you can't watch like, you know, terrible, horrible movies. I don't know. Thinking about your experience, what was like some of the stages of your enlightenment, like how you were waking up?
I mean, I didn't really think about it. I just kind of did the inner work, but I would just say you begin to become more calm, still, more harmonious, more loving. That's the best word to say. Like,
More loving.
nothing really bothers you anymore. It's kind of like water off a duck's back, every kind of thing. It's like, I can't relate, you know.
Yeah.
I don't vibe with it. But it's not like a stage. It's kind of like a gradual kind of thing that you kind of, I mean, I would kind of say it's like kind of getting older. You just kind of go and you kind of wake up one day and it's your birthday and you're like, oh, it's my birthday today. But you're not really thinking about it along the way. You're not like, all right, I reached level 1 of enlightenment. Now I'm
Yeah.
going to level 2.
It
You're
just
just
kind of
going through the
happens.
process, and it just kind of goes through it. It's kind of like a beautiful natural kind of symphony or flow that kind of follows you, and it's a beautiful kind of thing. So, I mean, it's kind of hard because there's no way to gauge it or measure it, you know, like enlightenment.
Yeah.
It's kind of this buzz kind of word that kind of happens, but you get there kind of indirectly, which is kind of a beautiful thought or a thing to
Yeah.
aspire to. I would
And then
definitely say.
yeah, I guess then you don't recognize the person you used to be. Is this
Yeah,
kind of,
true. Like you like, what happened? I was 45 yesterday. Now I'm 46, something like that, right? You kind of, you know,
yeah.
where did it go? Like, how did I get to this point? Yeah. But if you kind of go through your yogic practice, your sadhana, without any expectation, these things kind of happen naturally, you know?
What does CD stand for in CD powers? What does the
Well,
CD stand
it's
for?
not spelled that way. It's not spelled like an actual CD. It's spelled SID
D.
SIDDHI, right? CD. So
Yeah.
it sounds like CD, but it's really CD. So CD means perfection. So the Sitas were the perfected ones, like Agastya is a Sita, Bhogananta is a Sita. So these are people that have reached the state of yogic perfection. It's a mastery, right? And as a byproduct of them having the mastery over their mind and over their physical body and over their breath, they get these superpowers. So that's basically how it happens. Once you perfect the techniques or have mastery over the techniques, you have these CD powers, let's say, that happen. But it basically, CD means perfection. So they've reached such a high state of mastery over their yogic practices that these superpowers, yogic superpowers, come as a byproduct, but not as like an end goal. They're not really trying. They just happen. It's like a breadcrumb or a signpost or confirmation on the path of yoga.
Okay. His next question's in 4 parts. I'll just read through it and then okay. If someone uses their CD powers to enhance, evolve, transcend human consciousness, thought frequencies, thought vibrations, sort of like Jesus, Babaji, Shiva, Buddha, but in today's modern world, and uses it for technological advancement as a tool to reach the frequency of every human being. And I mean, use the CD powers in a way that science is looking for, that is observable, measurable, and reputable. CD powers.
Yeah, so I would say that's perfectly fine. Like if you use your CD powers to show how to help people and collectively bring up the consciousness in the world, that's what they're for. They're, they're not for like I don't know, magic tricks or going on TV. They're more for helping people. So if you use your CD powers to help people or heal people, that's a true blessing for sure. So it's kind of hard to measure, but if certain people have the technology to measure it, that would be great too. Have some tangible, real proof that these yogic practices work, and they do. They help you more. Doing the inner work helps you more than taking a pill or using drugs to get you to that state.
So I have to leave by 4 o'clock, so I'm just letting you know. I'm my husband's Uber, but this conversation's going really good. Like,
what time is it now? How much time do you have left?
I have 13 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we could wrap it up. So if you have any last minute questions, put them in the YouTube chat. What else? If you want to start practicing Kriya Yoga, you resonate with Kriya Yoga, but you don't know where to start, go to freekriyayogamasterclass.com and give you some beginner courses, some breath work, some meditation, some asanas, some I guess there's some mantra japa in there too, and give you a good framework. When you graduate from that and you're ready to go to the kriyayogamasterclass.com, that's where we have all our techniques that will help you overcome. Right now it's 50% off, $50 a month, $250 a year. Or if you need help, you can book a call with me. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. On the right side, there's a button that says book a call. Click on that button. A calendar will come up. Pick the time it's best for you. And I'll go on a call with you and help you overcome and solve whatever problems you have in the present moment with the practice of Kriya Yoga. And we have this satsang every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you can see, we are already gone like 4 hours. yeah, we're about to close it up, and we have more people on YouTube than ever. That's how it always happens. We started. Oh well, yeah, that's how it happens. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to book a call with me, feel free to book a call. Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Tibor, that's good. I'm out. Thank you for joining us, Tibor. As always, we appreciate you always. You can't make our love you guy. Love you too.
I love you
Tibor.
too.
So thank you for coming. Thank you for Mr. Blonde, Donnie, for coming. This Saturday, we'll have our 60th class, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the next day on Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have our Holy Yagna. I guess it's a new moon fire. Send in all your requests so we can burn them all up so they no longer serve you in the present moment. And yeah, that's about it. Be the best person you can be. If you need help, reach out to me anytime. Book a call. Join our free Kriya Yoga School. Send me a DM. However you want to do it. We're always here. No yogi or yogini left behind ever. So that basically does it for our April 23rd Vedagurudev Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang here. So I will now leave you with the Shanti Universal Peace Mantra. Om Shanti, 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 Shalom, Sat Nam, Sadhu, Tao, Om, Spirit, Swami, Kami, Amen, Amen, Omen, Selah, Home.
Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji